Hello and welcome to this special battle report we're here. It is a customized onslaught mission, meaning it is 3,000 points aside, and it is Eldar. The Eldari are present versus the Astra Militarum, the 18th Cadian army group. They are on the attack this time to repulse the Xenos foe. So the mission is called The Escape. Keeping it simple, it is The Escape. The mission will be explained later as we go through the video. But this is the terrain here. The Astra Militarum are on the attack, and we will be using the new updated rules for the Astra Militarum. So these particular guardsmen are well trained in their marksmanship. So we're going to check out the lists and see what the forces are. Right, this here is the 3,000 points of Astra Militarum. Just under 3,000 points. I think it's 2,997. So that is the points in total for this detachment here. The Astra Militarum on the attack. So the theme of this detachment is to attack the enemy rather than defend. We are the Hammer of the Emperor, but we're going to act as the Sword of the Emperor today, being on the assault. So before we go through the lists, we're going to call out the Space Marine Tier 7 Plus members that are supporting me on the channel. So we have Thomas Moore, CJ Velasco, Darren Gardner, Marcus Fraze, Winston Adkins and Dean Lighton. And a special thank you to all those that are the lower tiers that are supporting me on the Patreon page. Those that support me will unlock extra features when it comes to characters being represented in our games of Warhammer 40k, and furthermore it helps support the channel and more content as well to keep the channel going. And a special thank you to the YouTube members that support me as well as my sponsors. So this is the detachment today. So we have 18 command points. I've spent 3 command points which we'll go through a bit later as we go through the list. So, of course, it is the Cadian doctrine. So Cadians, if they stay still in the shooting phase, they'll get to reroll their ones to hit. This is a narrative list here, so it's not competitive whatsoever. Keeping it to the narrative as best as we possibly can. That is the theme of the channel. So, in command today is the regimental commander, Devin Matthews. Devin Matthews is in command of this force here. So this is the 114th Hell Hyenas that are on the attack today. So the Warlord trait for the commander, he has superior tactical training, meaning that on a 4+, after he has issued an order, he can order an additional order on a successful roll, 4+. That's quite handy there. And furthermore, he has the Relic of Lost Cadia as well. So the relic will prove quite handy when it comes to rerolling those reroll ones to hit and to wound as well against Xenos and enemies in general. So that's the commander, the colonel. He's in command here. And then we have an anonymous captain, that is his subordinate commander. He is equipped with a bolt pistol. The colonel is actually equipped with a power fist as well. So everything you see here is all WYSIWYG. We also have a Lord Commissar, bolt standard, with a power sword and a bolt pistol. And then we have the command party for the company command structure. So we have the regimental commander, regimental standard, and then we have the Voxcaster, and then we have a Medipack, and then we have a heavy flamer with this command party here. We have an Astropath. He has the standard smite power, which is only 1d6 as opposed to 2d6 smite. But he does have Psychic Barrier, which will help protect the Baneblade to hopefully make it a 2+ armor save. So this here is the Super Baneblade because it's equipped with 4 Sponson twin heavy bolters and las cannons. In command of this tank is Major General Winston Adkins, but he's representing himself as the Baneblade Regimental Commander of the rank of Major. So Major Adkins is in command of this Baneblade. It's all WYSIWYG, as you can see there. I've also added the extra points for the heavy stubber, just to clarify that. Then over here we have the armoured support, the spearhead. So this is part of a spearhead detachment, and then the other formation we've gone for is a battalion detachment. So this is the spearhead detachment that we have here. So in command of this tank is 2nd Lieutenant Maxfield Knuckles. He's also a colonel in the army group. And then I've spent a command point to give him the extra relic, which is the Gatekeeper. So it will be a flat 3 damaged battle cannon. He also has a Hunter Killer missile, and furthermore we've upgraded the comms relay, which means he'll get to reroll 1 dice when it comes to the shooting ability. So that's quite handy there. The Agura Ray upgrade. And then this tank is obviously equipped with the battle cannon, hull-mounted las cannon, and sponson heavy bolters. And then we have Tyler Griselli. He is in command of the Lehman Russ Demolisher. These are bulk standard Lehman Russ Demolishers. So we've gone for sponson multi-melters, hull-mounted las cannon, and we have the Demolisher cannon there. And then we have Chris Comiskey. He's in command of the Punisher, and the Punisher is equipped with sponson multi-melters, the las cannon, and Punisher Gatling cannon. Multi-melters being a very important part of the army group, especially when it comes to the codex and how potent multi-melters are. So then we have 2 Lehman Russes that are patrons. So we have Joseph Darling in command here. He is a Lance Corporal representing here, but he does command a Lehman Russ. And then we have a Guardsman 2nd class, and then it is Ray Cross who is here today. So these are bulk standard Lehman Russes, sponson heavy bolters, hull-mounted las cannon, and battle cannons. Then we have the Anonymous Wyvern here today. That's just a Storm Shard mortar. And then we have the infantry here. So arms and combined arms force we have today. So we have the platoon command section, as it is 2 detachments, so we can technically do that. So we have platoon command, exactly the same as the company command, except it has a flamer, just as opposite to a heavy flamer. It's just a regular flamer there. And then we have 2 platoon commanders, but one of them is acting as a tactical officer. So we have another Patreon, which is George Whitehall. He's a tactical officer for this platoon here. We have a Commissar, bulk standard, and then this platoon commander, he is equipped with a power sword. And then we have the 1st Infantry Squad here. So with the patrons, we have Guardsman 2nd class Ben Wydern, and then we have Guardsman 2nd class Jesse Patton here. And then each of the squads is equipped with a Voxcaster and a heavy weapons. Now these are for free now, so which is great news for standard infantry squads. So this infantry squad is equipped with heavy bolters, same with here, and these are equipped with autocannons. Each squad has also got a grenade launcher as well. But I'll call out the patrons for these squads. So we have Cadian Sergeant Steele Shay Strait. He's in command of this squad here. And then we have another Patreon, Guardsman 2nd class Alexander Geith. And then we have Staff Sergeant Peter Nastro. He's in command of this squad here. And then we have another sergeant. It's just been promoted to Sergeant, Samuel Rice, the new sergeant here. And then we have Guardsman 2nd class Harrison Leach, and then his father, Anthony Leach. So he's experienced on the field of battle. And then we have another Patreon, Sergeant Drew Gunners. So Sergeant Drew Gunners is there. We have a unit of White Shields, of which I'm going to spend an additional CP to upgrade them to White Shields. So they don't have the Raw Recruits keyword, they will have the White Shield keyword. So they'll obey orders automatically, their leadership is better, and it's just better conscripts in general. They're not called conscripts, they'll get insulted if they're called conscripts, knowing the army group. They are called White Shields, but they are nicknamed gun babies. So that's the part of the narrative there. So we have 2 patrons representing as White Shields. We have David Iverson, and then we have Zach Butler, also known as Jacques Boulet. And then we have some veterans here, the Cadian veterans. So in command of this squad, we have Sergeant First Class Patrick Darling, but he will represent himself as a staff sergeant in this particular mission. And then we have Donald Hammer, Specialist Guardsman, here. Each of the squads is equipped with a Voxcaster. I have paid the points to the upgrades for the veteran squads, so not like infantry squads, their doctrine is a little bit different. And then in transporting this squad, we have Luke Dringel. The Chimera is equipped with multi-laser and a hull-mounted heavy flamer. And then exactly the same for over here for this veteran squad over there, and the dedicated transport, which is the Chimera. So that there is 3,000 points. So it's 2,997 to be precise. Well, we're on the offensive. The men have been retrained. They're excellent marksmen and just better in general. We're going to try out the new data sheet, which is going to be really, really exciting. I'm going to try that out for the first time on the channel. Looking forward to it. Brings hope for Cadia. Now it is time for the battle cry. Cadia stands and for the Emperor. So that there is the attacking force. Let's check out the Xenos. The Eldari are present. Right, this is the 3,000 points of Eldari. Now, how many points exactly is this force?
2,997.
Just exactly the same. So it's
Yep.
perfectly balanced.
Yes.
So we have today a very special guest. We have Ray Cross, a fellow super Patreon, supporter of Patreon and YouTube, and as well as a Striking Scorpion 82 YouTube member as well. So thank you, Ray, for your support on both the channels, and what an army we have here on the channel for the first time. So very similar color scheme to my brother's.
Yes, funny how that works out.
Yeah.
If you'd like to replicate it, please watch some of his painting videos. Quite helpful.
Yeah, so do check out the painting tutorials on Luke's channel, how to paint these Eldari. But slightly different tactics here, of course, as compared to Luke. But this is a narrative-themed list, so keeping it to the narrative as best we can. So, what are we waiting for? Ray, tell us, what have you got in your detachment?
Okay, so I built this force to be a defending force, so with that I brought a few more wraiths than faster aspect warriors.
Yep.
So I'm running them as Baal-Tan.
Right.
So that gives them one re-roll of a hit roll for every time a unit activates.
Yeah.
And when I roll the battle focus roll, which is after an Eldari unit shoots, they can roll a d6 to move. Any 1 or a 2 becomes a 3 for the inches that unit moves.
Yeah, so there's always a minimum of 3, basically.
Yeah, so quite quick, mobile across the board, good all-around Eldari tactics. So we have our warlord is going to be the Farseer Skyrunner. That is a Lyrith Indomni, equipped with the Spirit Stone of Anolathian.
Yep. Eldari language here. Elvish.
Yes. And also has the Seer of the Shifting Vector Warlord trait, allowing me to gain command points on a 6 whenever myself or James spends a command point. The Spirit Stone will give that model 3 powers known. So I have Fortune, Doom, and Will of Asurian.
Yeah.
For a second HQ choice, I have the Autarch, that is Silas Fugiel.
So who's that one? That
is right here. It's the new Autarch, equipped with a jump generator, Banshee Mask, Dragon Fusion Gun, and the Glaive.
So you've basically put a Warp Spider
jump generator.
Jump generator, that's what it's called. Okay, yeah.
With the Armor of Alendesh for -1 damage coming into the model, and a 2-up armor save.
Yeah.
And also Fate's Messenger, so the first saving throw of any kind that she fails, that is, and it goes to damage 0.
It's a she.
Yep.
Elvish princeling.
Elvish princess.
Yeah, princess, yes, that is correct.
We also have a Spirit Seer to help out the Wraith units, which is a Psyker, has Enhance and Drain as the psychic power, and she is equipped with Falchu's Wing, which gives her a 12-inch move, and if she moves over a unit, I think it's on a 2+, I can do D3 mortal wounds as she flies away from them. So troops, I have 2 squads of Guardians. These right here are the new Guardians. Just got those finished.
Oh, these are the new sculpts. Very pretty.
And then I have a squad, the Guardians have no upgrades. And I have a squad of Rangers with the wire weave net. So when they're charged on a 2+, the enemy that charges them takes D3 mortal wounds.
Ooh, okay. That's what, I suppose that's what that thing is.
Yep.
There? Okay.
Alright, so that's troops. Yeah. So for elites, we have a squad of Dire Avengers. The Exarch has been upgraded with the Stand Firm ability to give that squad objective secured.
Yep.
I have a squad of 6 Striking Scorpions.
Oh, of course.
The Striking Scorpion Exarch is equipped with the Scorpion's Claw and the Crushing Blows Exarch power, so that model automatically wounds with that Scorpion's Claw.
Yeah.
I have a Warlock Skyrunner that is Finn the Wanderer over here in the Elite's choice. He is equipped with Protect and Jinx as a psychic power.
Yeah.
I have a squad of 5 Wraith Blades. That's up here in the front with the axes and shields. And then I have 2 squads behind them of Wraith Guard with the D cannons.
Yep.
I have a Wraith Lord over here with 2 Flamers, the Ghost Glaive, and a Bright Lance.
Yep.
In fast attack, I have 6 Shining Spears with the Expert Lancer's ability, so when they charge, they hit on 2s.
Yeah.
And the Exarch has a Star Lance and a Shimmer Shield.
Okay.
In heavy support, I have 5 Dark Reapers with the Exarch ability Reaper's Reach, so that way they can move and fire with no penalties.
Oh, brilliant.
I have a Falcon Grav Tank with a Bright Lance and a Shuriken Cannon. In dedicated transports, I have 2 Wave Serpents with 3 Shuriken Cannons and no other upgrades.
Yeah.
And for a Lord of War, I have the Wraith Knight, equipped with 2 heavy Wraith Cannons and 2 Scatter Lasers.
Now, what's the profile for this weapon here?
That weapon is 36 inches, D3 shots, so 2D3 shots, strength 16, -4, I think it's D3 plus 6 damage, and a 6 to wound is D3 mortal wounds. So very potent anti-tank weapons there.
Yeah, which it looks like a potent anti-tank weapon. We'll have to watch out carefully. It's -1 damage as well.
Yes, all Wraith units, so that is the Wraith Knight, the Wraith Lord, and these 3 squads there are -1 damage.
Now, when it comes to the Scorpion Exarch with its claw, is that a relic or is that just a bulk standard?
No, the Scorpion's Claw is just a basic upgrade. You can either take the Biting Blade or the Scorpion's Claw.
Scorpion's Claw, okay. So it does have that auto wounding when hitting.
That is the Exarch power.
Exarch power to give that. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. So that there's the force, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the 3,000 points. Technically, it's 2,997, exactly the same as the Astra Militarum. So what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about the scenario, clarification of terrain, objectives, and of course, deployment. So the scenario is called simply the escape. The Eldari are escaping. And the mission is a customized mission that Ray and I have been talking about behind the scenes. It's been planned for some weeks now. And Ray is the guy that knows all about this mission. So I'm going to leave it to Ray this time, rather than my voice. I'm going to leave it to Ray to explain what the scenario is all about and how the objectives are scored. So Ray, what is the mission?
Okay, so the mission is called the Escape. In the orbit of this world, which at one point was a former Imperial outpost, is a dying craft world. The Imperial Navy has broken the craft world's back. It is disintegrating in orbit as we speak, and off the back corners of the forest are the refugees, the citizens of that craft world. So my craft world, Eldari, have come in to help defend them. And on this planet is a webway portal.
Yeah.
So the Imperium is hot on our tails. The Ordo Xenos has given the directive that no Eldari forces are to remain. They must all be taken out.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, we must hold out the 18th Cadians until two activation runes can be primed, and then finally the webway portal can be open, allowing the civilians and my own craft world Eldar to escape from the world.
Yeah.
So What that means is we have 3 objectives that the Eldar are trying to defend and activate. So, here in the center of the table, we have 2 activation runes. So, the Eldar must clear these, hold on to them, and perform an action on them. And when that action is complete, the objective basically goes off the board. So both of these need to be accomplished before the end of the game. At the end of turn 5, the rear objective back there must be held by the Eldar.
Must be.
Yes, if the Cadians manage to take that objective and hold it until the end of the game, it's all over for the Eldar.
Okay.
So, simple objective for the Cadians, they need to prevent the Eldar from doing their actions in the middle and then push towards the back, or slaughter all the Eldar, so that way there's nothing to hold that objective in the end.
So no quarter is given here. Orders from the High Command. The Eldar must be eradicated.
Yes, so we have a few extra special rules in the game. So the Eldar are defending and will be going second. To help in this, we do have a temporary serpent shield erected over our deployment zone. That will give us the same rules as the serpent shield for the deployment zone. So rolls of 1, 2, and 3 fail, and a 5+ invulnerable save. At the end of turn 1, the Imperial Navy, having air superiority, will knock that shield out.
Yes.
In addition, the Eldar have attached some hacking crystals to these hastily thrown together defenses. So the defenses are actually under the control of the Eldari, but they will only ever hit on 6s because we did not perform the correct Adeptus Mechanicus rites on them.
Except for this outpost here, which is occupied by the Imperial forces.
Yes, so the Imperial or Eldari, if they move in there, can occupy and garrison that bastion there.
This bastion will be using the rules as written, so it is in part of the mission here, but it does not affect the points cost of the Astra Militarum.
So another special rule for the Eldar is there is nowhere to maneuver. So I cannot use the Phantasm stratagem, and I cannot redeploy units on the board. Everything must be deployed on the table. And also, for the Cadians gain the ability to, because they are surrounding the Eldar and the Ordo Xenos has pulled out all the stops. Everything has been committed to this attack. So anytime a Cadian vehicle is destroyed, it is placed off to the side, similar to some of the Tyranid missions. At the end of turn 1 and turn 2, on a die roll of a 6, that tank goes into reserves.
So what about infantry if they die?
No, the infantry don't come back.
Don't come back. Okay, it's part of the spearhead formation. The
it's
tanks are rumbling forward.
Yeah. However, we will let the veterans come back because they're in. If the Chimera is killed and the veterans are killed, they can both come back together. So it wouldn't make sense to have a Chimera coming back empty.
Yeah.
So we'll give you some more veterans if that happens, and then on turn end of 3, it will become a 5-up. At the end of turn 4, it will become a 4-up. So
reinforcements are likely.
Reinforcements are likely. Yeah. Yep.
So that there is the mission explained. It looks really, really exciting. Just get stuck in, lads. Simple as that for the Astra Militarum. Orders from the High Command. We must capture these. What are they called there? The
activation runes.
Activation runes. So if we override these controls before the Eldari get to them, the webway portal will be closed, and that is not good news for the Eldari.
No.
So that's there is the mission. Next up, we're going to talk about clarification of terrain. Right. So we're going to talk about the clarification of terrain. So we've spoke about this off camera. So line of sight blocking for these large rocks here. These are damaged Imperial trench lines. So basically, if Imperial forces are behind this, it's only for Imperial forces only, they'll get +1 to their overwatch and +1 to their cover save, and furthermore they will get +1 to their leadership as well. So that's that there. That pillbox is no longer in action, has been blown up. And then over here as well, the Bastion as well counts as line of sight blocking terrain, as well as all the special rules that it has. And then we have it going along over there as well. These here are Aegis defense lines. So enemy units or friendly units behind these, they'll just get +1 to their same throws. So +1 to their cover saves, begging your pardon, and as long as they're within an inch behind that Aegis defense line here. The Eldari occupy these Icarus autocannons and las cannons. So we have that there. These are line of sight blocking terrain for these here. And these here, the foliage, will count as dense terrain, so it's -1 to the hit rolls. These are craters, 1, 2 and 3. And that's about it really when it comes to clarification of terrain. So next up we will be deploying the forces accordingly off camera in the next segment. So the deployment for the Astra Militarum, it's 30 inches from the table edge from the back to the front here. The Astra Militarum will be going up this section over here. Simple as that, 30 inches along there as they are on the attack. And for the Eldari, it's exactly the same, but on the opposite side, 30 inches all along there. So that's the deployment zones for both sides. The forces have been deployed for the Astra Militarum as well as the Eldari here. So we're going to talk about the Astra Militarum deployment first. So we have infantry squads manning the front, the white shields in the centre, and then 3 other infantry squads along the front there. The veterans will be on the flanks to protect the armour support there, the spearhead. Lean Russes at the back as support for covering fire. And then the Wyvern in the centre, ready to get behind the Imperial Bastion for some line of sight blocking coverage. The Commissar is behind the white shields to maintain discipline and order. We have the platoon command section on the left flank of the Astra Militarum attack. We have also the regimental subordinate who's in command of this section over here, ready to issue the orders move, 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 and they all need to move, move, move quickly to secure these objectives. So we have on the right as well the colonel, along with the Lord Commissar and the company command section over there. The Baneblade, the command Baneblade, that is in second in command of this detachment. He is on the right hand side. So for the forces of the Eldari, Ray is going to tell us what you have done with your deployment.
Right, so going from this side, we have a Wraith Lord, squad of Guardians. The Falcon has Dark Reapers inside of it. Mm-hmm. We have a squad of Rangers just holding the back here.
Yep.
Squad of Wraith Guard, Farseer, and Spirit Seer. This one has the Wraith Blades inside, along with the Spirit Seer. That Wave Serpent has the Dire Avengers. Another squad of Guardians. Another squad of Wraith Guard, the Autarch, the Shining Spears, and the Wraith Lord. And finally, tucked in down here, waiting for an ambush, are the Striking Scorpions.
Just there. Oh, we know the Striking Scorpions, don't we?
Oh, yes.
So, I will not be getting out the Golden Holocron of Destiny. That is because the Astra Militarum, the 18th Cadian Army Group, will be going first in this epic onslaught customized mission. So the Astra Militarum will be going first to press forward to their home objectives. May the Emperor guide them towards victory this day as we move on to a new battle round. It is battle round 1, turn 1 for the forces of the 18th Cadian Army Group. Prepare to attack. battle round for the Astra Militarum and for the Eldar. But it's turn 1 for the Astra Militarum, meaning we were on 14 command points, now back up to 15. So this is the Eldar's command phase at the beginning of the battle round. So what's this?
This is Strands of Fate, so I will roll 6 dice.
Yep.
And then I put them...
Charge roll.
Wounds, hits, psychic phase.
Okay.
So I can re-roll one of those. I doubt I will be... I'm going to take one of the hit rolls and re-roll it to try and get a saving throw, which I do.
Oh, okay.
So,
a perfect combination.
And I will actually get rid of...
Decisions here.
The hit roll, because I can re-roll one of them anyway.
Okay, so that's that there. So that's there is the Strands of Fate.
Yeah, so I can replace any die roll during my turn or your turn with one of these and say it's a saving throw. That saving throw is automatically a 6.
Okay, excellent. So that there is the Strands of Fate at the beginning of battle round. There is no command phase for the Astra Militarum, so we're going to go straight onto the movement phase now. We're going to press forward and move these comrades in arms. Turn 1, movement phase coming up. Right, it is the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 1. So everything's advanced except for the Baneblade, the Leman Russ tanks, and furthermore the Wyvern as well. The Wyvern has just done a move of 12 inches to get behind the Bastion here. The Leman Russes, all of them have moved at least 10 inches, this full movement bracket there. So do forgive us for the background noise, there is DIY happening. So it is the noise of war, I suppose. Yep. We can't complain about that too much. So that is the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. We're going to go on to the orders phase and the shooting phase.
Psychic phase.
Oh yes, psychic, yes. I do have a psyker, and I may as well power through that now. I am going to cast Psychic Barrier. I'm going to put it on the Baneblade. So that's a warp charge value of 6. Is that going to be in range 36?
I cannot deny that. It's 24 for deny.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend a CP and I'm going to re-roll that. So rolled a 5 again. It's failed. So the Psychic Barrier has not been cast on the Baneblade. So the Baneblade will just have its regular, sadly, 3+ armor save that GW desperately need to fix.
Yes, we know. GW, if you watch this, please. Update the Baneblade.
Update the Baneblade.
Or, I don't know, make it really powerful in the new codex that I'm sure you're putting out soon.
Yeah, so that's the end of the Psychic phase. I can only cast 1 power. I'm going to go straight onto the orders phase and shooting phase next. Right. Training in communication is vital for the Astra Militarum, and there has been updates. So we're going to clarify this right now. So we're on the orders phase and the shooting phase. So the new data slate says as follows, and Ray's going to read it out to us.
Each time a Cadian unit with the Voice of Command ability issues one of the following orders to a Cadian infantry unit, that same order can be issued to one or more other friendly Cadian infantry units, excluding officer units, that are within 6 inches of the unit that order was originally issued to. And then it just lists the standard orders. So you issue it to one, and anyone within 6 inches of that order gets the same order.
Now, does that include Vox range?
It just says the 6 inches.
It just says the 6 inches. Okay, yeah, I thought so. That was so he'll do his first order, which is move to Cadian infantry units. So it's here, and that includes the command party as well, except for officers, which is understandable. But then the second order he can technically give is for his warlord trait, so he can do an additional order on top of that
on a
4+. So can I do move, and then do forwards for the Emperor?
If you roll the 4+, yes.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do that over here to see if that's in range, which doesn't. And then the second order, that's that done there. So that's a successful order for them, so they will get that as well.
So they'll get that, yep.
Yes, so they will get it. after they've done their move, of which the second order for them will be forwards for the Emperor, meaning they count as shooting even though they're advanced.
Yep.
So that's incredible.
Yep.
The other thing as well is I'm going to do a second order within 3 inches of the Voxcaster, 18 of that Voxcaster to move, and then on a 4+, they will get to shoot as well to do forwards for the Emperor. So no, okay, so it's just this unit here that will do forwards for the Emperor. The regimental subordinate commander issuing move, and move to this infantry squad here. I'm going to do pound them to dust with the Wyvern from the command vehicle, and I'm also spending a command point to do full throttle with the Punisher. At the end of the orders phase, we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Astra Militarum as they do their moves. Right, the Wyvern is going to shoot at the older Guardians over here. So he's just spent a CP for lightning fast reactions, meaning it's going to be a minus to the hit roll. However, we're going to spend 2 command points to counter that for aerial spotter. So representing air superiority.
Yes.
With the pound to dust order from the commander, a bit of a thought there. I'm not used to Wyverns being issued orders here, or receiving orders. We're going to re-roll the ordnance. So minimum of 3 because there's a unit of 10. So we're going to do 4d6 shots. And I will definitely re-roll all of them. So it's a little bit better, but that's going to be 6, 9, 12, 13 shots coming in. It's 4s to hits. Would you believe it? Those 4 6s are auto wounds. So 3s to wound because it's strength 4.
4 for the Serpent Shield, but because it's turn 1.
Because it's turn 1.
But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The wound comes through. There's no AP minus.
So 4 up armor.
Ooh. 4 have died. They've been shredded by the Storm Shard mortar. Good shooting there from the Wyvern. And there's no penalties for artillery, even though it's out of line of sight, because Astra Militarum are specialists when it comes to artillery firepower. The tank commander is going to shoot the battle cannon into the Wraith Knight. So it's going to be a single d6 shot because it's moved more than half move. Only 1. So I will spend a command point to re-roll the ordnance. Actually, no, Agura Ray is only a hit roll, not a blast. So 2 shots, okay. So needing 3s. I re-roll one of those dice because of the Agura Ray upgrade.
Okay.
So that's paid off. So that's 2 hits. There's ballistic skill 3+.
Yep.
Strength is 8, toughness 8. It's 4s to wound. 1 wound at AP minus 2.
So 5 up invuln?
5 up invulnerable save.
Nope.
Nope. And that's D3 damage.
That's the Relic Battle Cannon.
Oh, Relic Battle Cannon is flat 3.
Which
so it's
becomes
2. And then I'll spend 2 command points to overlap in fields of fire against that Wraith Knight. Now the Baneblade will shoot its 4 las cannons into this Wave Serpent, and then the main primary Baneblade cannon will shoot into the Wraith Knight at +1 ballistic skill. And I will spend 2 command points further to count as shock troops, as it is a vehicle, so it will count as stationary. So I'll get those precious reroll 1s. Yeah, so I've only literally got 6 command points remaining, but it is crucial. We are on the attack. So it is going to fire the 4 las cannons first.
Okay.
We'll save the Hollywood till last. So 4s to hit. I reroll 1s because I count as stationary, thanks to shock troops, and it is a shock that we're on the attack. But it does not generate a hit. 4s to wound because a Serpent Shield has been activated. And that's 2 wounds. And that's AP minus 3. It's not within half range, so it doesn't get the further AP minus.
So one of these is automatically going to pass.
Yeah.
And so then I roll one more save, which passes.
Passes. Okay. Now, I'm going to spend... I can't, no, because it's for Leon Russ's only. I was going to do full payload, so that'd be a maximum shots there. But we do have 3d6 shots with the Baneblade cannon. And remember, 6s will be auto wounding. So 3d6 shots. Oh, glory! That there is 17 shots coming in. Right. It's going to be 3s to hit because of overlapping fields of fire. I reroll 1s because I count as stationary because of shock troop stratagem, and any rolls of a 6 will be auto wounding because of the new tactics involved for the Astra Militarum. Okay.
Amazing.
I'll reroll 1. Okay, that's missed. So we have, would you believe, 7 auto wounds. Now, a Baneblade cannon is strength 9 as well.
But I'm currently in the Serpent Shield.
Currently in the Serpent Shield.
4s.
4s to wound. Ah, it's a bit of a letdown. Only 1. Okay, so that's 8 saves of AP -3. So if he doesn't save these, this will be a potential 16 damage because of the minuses.
Yeah.
Normally it would be
5 up invulns.
say
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
So that's
and
8 damage.
I will command point one of those.
One of those.
Okay, so
That's
1,
gonna be
2, 3, 4,
damage.
5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Yep.
8 damage has been taken on the Wraith Knight. This Leon Russ tank here is going to shoot at that Falcon there. The las cannon is out of range of all the other units there, so we're going to target the Icarus autocannon, would you believe? We are destroying our own defences as well as the heavy bolters as well. Bolters. That there is 2 hits because it's just a regular Russ. That's 2 wounds as well. That's AP -1. So 3 up saves. That's 2 damage.
Okay.
So they have 6 wounds each. We'll double check and see how many wounds they have each. Hit the back. It's actually only got 3 wounds. There's only got 1 wound remaining. So we'll fire the las cannon at it to make sure it dies. So 4 to hit. It's missed. Next up is the battle cannon into the Falcon. D6 shots. 6 shots. So hitting on 4s on the move.
5s for,
5s
the
for foliage. So 1 hit, no wound. So that Leon Russ there is done. Next up, I fired smoke, activated smoke for that demolisher there. And this Leon Russ here is going to do rinse and repeat. So I'm going to fire the las cannon into that, and then actually the heavy bolters into that, and then the las cannon will shoot into that one there, and then the battle cannon is going to shoot into the Falcon again.
This one here?
Yeah, we'll shoot at the las cannon one.
Oh,
this
that las
time.
cannon. Okay.
Yeah. So the heavy bolters, hitting on 4s. Is there any foliage in the way? There is. Don't think there is any. So just 2 hits. 5s to wound. Nothing. Because it's toughness 7.
Yep.
Next up is the las cannon to finish off the Icarus autocannon, which misses, and then the battle cannon into the Falcon. 6 shots again. 4s to hit. That's 2 auto wounds because of the doctrine.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's Ray Cross. That's me.
Ray Cross. That's you. And generate another hit because it's -1. No wounds. So it's 2 AP -2 hits.
So 5 up invulns.
Because the Serpent Shield.
Nope.
Nope. And that's 2d3 damage. And that there is 4 damage received on the Serpent Shield. Sorry, there's no Serpent Shield, is there? It's the Falcon. So,
Yep, that's the Falcon.
so it's down to 8 wounds. Joseph Darling's Leman Russ battle tank. Rinse and repeat. So we're going to shoot the battle cannon. 4 shots with his battle cannon. Take away one of those dice. Needing 4s. So it's 3 hits. Strength is 8, toughness 7.
Did you have 4s to hit?
I was forced to wound.
It's 5s to hit because of the foliage.
I was I'll check that just a second. We checked off camera. There is a miss, so there's only 2 hits that have hit their mark. So it's toughness 7.
Forced wound.
Forced to wound because of the shield. Yeah. So nothing. It pays off. You see, the shield is hold. Next up is the las cannon to finish off the Icarus las cannon. Strange that we're firing our own technology. But the Eldar have occupied it nonetheless, and that is a hit.
Yep.
3s to wound, toughness 7. And no, there's nothing there. Now the heavy bolters, just to try and destroy these defences. That there is 2 auto wounds.
Yep.
And that is it. So that's AP -1.
So they're 5-up saves. We checked that.
And saved.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. So that concludes the Lean Rush shooting over there. And we've just got the Bastion and the one of the infantry squads that can shoot. Right, the las guns will be shooting into there, and then the heavy bolter will shoot into the Guardians. Heavy bolter into the Guardians, hitting on 4s. Actually, -1 because they did move, and it's 6 is an automatic wound because of the Cadian doctrine.
5-up. Nope.
Nope, that's 2 damage. A Guardian has been killed. Guns into the defense system. There's 2 automatic wounds, would you believe? 3 hits so far. That's 4 wounds in total. Wow.
So 4-up saves. No.
Nope.
Defense system has gone
Defense
down.
system has gone down. Command Bastion is going to shoot into this Icarus las cannon. It's no regiment doctrine, it's just a fortification. So hitting on 4s, because this is skill 4+. So take away those 1s and 2s. It's good shooting. Imagine if it did have a doctrine.
Yeah.
Crazy. Wow. So that's 4 wounds at AP -1, and each does 2 damage. And that's gone. Okay, another Icarus las cannon has been destroyed. Right, that is the end of the shooting phase. There's no charges. Morale phase. So we're going to check out the morale here. The Eldari. The Guardians.
They fail.
They fail. Unless you want to spend a CP. Okay, it's just going to do it anyway. So rolls of 1, further models flee. And
they're fine.
They're fine. And 1 has been lost here, but I don't think that will count over there. Okay, that's it. So that concludes the end of turn 1. Excellent marksmanship here from the Astra Militarum so far. Spent a lot of CP to buff up the firepower, but we still have some command points left in reserve, however. So, the attack has commenced officially. The Eldar now are here to repulse the attack as they go on to their turn. It is turn 1 for the Eldari. 15 command points, back up to 14 for the Eldari.
And right away, I'm going to spend 2 on Tears of Isha, which will give me its 2 command points because I'm going to put it on the Wraith Lord, and I get D3 wounds back.
Okay.
So
D3 wounds. 3. The 3 wounds comes back. Excellent. Well done. It's the end of the command phase. We're going to go straight on to the movement phase for the Eldari, turn 1. Right, it's the end of the Eldar's turn 1 movement phase. Ray, what have you done? How have you deployed your forces accordingly?
Okay, the Wraith Knight has pushed forward with the intention of dealing with that Baneblade.
Oh, okay.
Because it is very large and very scary.
Yep.
Guardians have come up to man the wall. We've advanced up with these Wraith Guard. The Autarch, she has joined them. Keeping back with the bikes for now. Let the Astra Militarum pull forward a little bit more there. Shuffled the Rangers around a little bit over here. Just did a little bit of movement with the Falcon. However, its precious cargo of Dark Reapers have moved out to man the barricades along with the remaining Guardians and these Wraith Guard, Farseer and Warlock. So Alirith and Finn have moved up there, and the Striking Scorpions are just going to remain in ambush.
Remain in ambush, ready, abiding their time. So that's the end of the movement phase, straight onto the psychic phase now for the Eldari. Fortune is being cast.
We're going to put it on the Wraith Lord.
Okay. Warp charge value?
6.
6.
And I will use
4.
my relic, which gives me 1 psychic reroll.
And it pays off on a roll of
Yep.
7. Fortune has gone off. Will of Asuran, warp charge value of 6. And that's going to be cast on the Guardians.
Yep.
To protect them. That goes off an 11.
Yep.
Definitely does it. Protect is going to go off from the Warlock to the Wraith Lord.
Okay. And I'm going to make one of the dice an automatic 6.
Automatic 6, okay.
So power goes off on a 9.
Power goes off on a 9, so very handy there. So that there is the end. Looks. Is it any more psychic?
That's it for psychic.
That's it for psychic, okay. So smite is out of range, just about, from the psychers. That's the end of the psychic phase, straight onto the shooting phase now for the Eldari. First round of fire from the Eldari. The Wave Serpent is going to shoot into that infantry squad that is nearest to the objective.
Hit.
Freeze to hit. This is the Shuriken Cannon.
Yep, I'll reroll one of those due to Baal-Tan.
Baal-Tan.
Okay.
That's quite a few hits there.
2s to wound.
6s to Shuriken.
Yep.
There's 1 6, so 1 will die. And
6 at -1.
yeah,
And they're 2 damage each.
2 damage each. I could have done Cadia stands, but we are limited on command points.
Okay.
So we will save them. So what's the AP minus of these?
1.
AP minus 1. So you've got 6 saves of 6 plus. No, so 6 of the guardsmen have been decimated. Could be that Patrons will be falling. Patron has fallen. Anthony Leach has been taken as a casualty. And yeah, I'll keep the grenade launcher. No, the grenade launcher's dead. No, that's it.
That way you can keep them.
That's all them casualties. Ouch. This Falcon, rinse and repeat, is going to go into this infantry squad with its firepower.
Yep.
All but one again. Baal-Tan. Oh, almost the maximum firepower. 2s to wound, 6s are Shuriken. Oh, there's a few ones there.
So 4 saves, -1.
4 saves, -1. We save 1, but 3 have been cut down by the Shuriken firepower. Lord is going to shoot into the Leman Russ Punisher.
Bright Lance.
Bright Lance.
3 to hit.
3 to hit. It hits. Strength is 8. Toughness 8.
Automatic wound.
Automatic wound. Just like that.
Yep.
Damage potential.
It is D3 plus 3, and it is at AP -4.
Yeah, so I've got a 6 up save because of a 2 up armor. It does not hold. And the damage is 5 damage. Okay, so this Leman Russ is down to 7 wounds remaining. Chris Comiskey's Leman Russ that has taken damage there. Is there any more firepower?
Yeah, I'm going to just, that Punisher will shred me.
Okay.
So we're going to put everything from the Falcon into it.
Then. We can roll over here if you like,
Okay.
so we can do that.
So 2 shots from the
shots.
Pulse Laser.
Yeah,
They both hit.
both hit.
These are strength 9.
Freeze to wound, toughness 8. 1 wound.
I'm going to command point that.
Okay, he's going to spend his first command point reroll.
And I get 2 because the Autarch's on the table. Nope. So one of them goes through.
AP minus
3.
AP minus 3. So we do have a 5 up armor save, which we don't.
It's D3 plus 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it.
Okay.
Okay. Ah!
For 6 damage.
6 damage. This Leman Russ is down to 1 wound remaining. It is critically damaged here.
And Bright Lance.
Bright Lance to finish it off. It hits.
4 to wound because Bright Lances are only strength 8.
Yep. That's a wound. Goes through.
-4.
-4. I'm going to call upon a patron to try and save. Any patron, Ray?
Dean Lighton.
Dean Lighton, who participated in the previous episode. Let's see if he helps out here today.
Your moment of glory.
4. It is not. Thank you, Dean, for your support, but it does not help Leman Russ.
Does it explode?
Does it explode? It does not explode. It is removed as a casualty, and that is Chris Comiskey's Leman Russ. Unfortunately, sir, you've been removed as a casualty, but thank you, comrade, for your support nonetheless. The anti-personnel weapons are going to shoot from the Wraith Knight to the Guardsman with its shuriken guns. However, the 2D weapons are going to shoot into the command Baneblade. This is going to hurt. Yeah, this is going into the guardsman, hitting on 3s, not bracketed.
And wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. All but 1, and that's AP minus...
Nothing.
Nothing, okay. And saves is that.
10.
10 saves.
On your flak armor.
10 saves on the flak armor. Do I take cover? No. 5s to save. That's a good roll. Flak
Very
armor
good.
has done very well. Only 4 casualties have been removed from that squad. So we're going to take them off here. Okay, here we go. The 2D weapons coming in.
2d3 shots.
Okay, that's 4 shots. Hitting on 3s against the Baneblade. Okay, 3.
And 1 Bael'tan reroll.
1 Bael'tan reroll. That's maximum firepower.
Okay.
Strength.
Is 16.
Toughness 8. It's going to be 2s to wound.
Yep.
And they've all wounded. AP minus
4.
goes through. The psychic power didn't go off, unfortunately. And the damage is going to be absolutely ridiculous.
So it's at base 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Yep.
33, 34 damage.
34 damage. Does it explode? On a roll of a 6. Oh dear, it does explode.
Uh-oh.
And
look who's right there.
And look who's right there. The commander of the entire attack force could be in serious trouble here. 2d6 blast radius. Oh no. Okay, it's 7-inch blast radius from the Baneblade. And we're going to see who has been affected. Yep. 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 The commanders are in. The Lord Commissar is in as well. The infantry squad is not. Okay.
Is it D6 damage?
It's D6 damage.
Okay.
It's D6 mortal wounds.
The tank commander?
The tank commander. Ah, it's half dead already from the explosion. A titanic explosion. Ah, no. The astropath. He has 3 wounds. He's still alive. He has foreseen the explosion.
The Lord Commissar.
The Lord Commissar. He has 4 wounds. He's still alive. Praise the Emperor. He is still alive. And now, the regimental commander. He's still alive. He has 2 wounds remaining. Oh, we were lucky there.
And your Chimera.
And now the Chimera. D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds. It's down to 4 wounds remaining on the Chimera. So, 4 wounds. Winston Adkins' Super Baneblade has been removed as a casualty, but thank you, comrade, for your support. But it has caused havoc at the back lines. Wow. That's all I can say.
I've had that Wraith Knight painted for basically a year now, and that's its debut.
That's his debut. And I spent a few months painting that Baneblade in my spare time. It's just gone in just a few dice rolls. But anyway, what an epic explosion that was. That's actually quite rare that happens in the game. A titanic explosion.
Yep.
So it's fantastic. So, morale. There's no charges, I'm presuming. So we're going to do morale phase straight away. They all get +1 leadership because of the platoon banner.
Yep.
And there's no commissariat there. So I'm just going to roll. If I roll a 1, they will pass. 2, no. So one of the models is going to flee. I'll take the autocannon off because I like my Patreon to be alive, to show himself as an example to those that support the army group. And he flees like a coward. Oh no. And who's that? Drew Gomez lives to fight another day, but will he flee? Will he survive from the Commissar? We shall find out. Or you can use it to your own imagination. Drew Gomez has fled the scene. A disgrace in this frontal assault. Next up, we have this infantry squad that has taken damage, and they're fine. Their leadership is 7. Their morale holds there. So that there is the end.
Did we do that one over there?
Over here, oh yes, we lost 4. So we'll put the 4 to represent that there. They'll get +1 because of the regimental banner. Perfect. And that's exactly what they needed. Their morale holds. And that's Samuel Rice, that's just been newly promoted as to sergeant. So there you go. That there is the end of the turn for the Eldari, and we're going to go on to a new battle round.
However, the Imperial Navy has, or Aeronautica Imperialis, I believe is the correct term.
We have air superiority.
Has now destroyed the Serpent Shield, so only these 2 tanks have a Serpent Shield on it now.
Yes, so that's it. The Serpent Shield has gone down. The primary Serpent Shield has gone down for the Eldar. So it is now Battle Round 2, Turn 2, for the forces of the 18th Cadian Army Group. The Super Baneblade. This is for reserves coming in. On a roll of a 6. No. The Punisher. No. Okay. No reinforcements will be arriving.
Yet.
Command points. Back up to 7 for the Astra Militarum. Reins of Fate for the Eldari. Okay. 1s, 2, 3, and then another 2, and a 5.
Farseer will reroll one of these.
Yep. A 3. That goes
Okay,
over.
and then I get rid of 1, so I will get rid of an advance roll.
The advance roll. They're not going to advance, they're going to defend. So that's the Strands of Fate rolls there for the Eldari. Into the command phase for the Astra Militarum. Now we'll press on to the movement phase now for the Astra Militarum, turn 2. End of the movement phase, Astra Militarum, turn 2. The vast majority of the infantry forces have advanced. So, actually, I take that back. Everyone has moved forward and advanced towards their objectives. So orders now, so now that we've done most of the time move, we're probably going to be doing orders for forwards for the Emperor. So it's a little bit of a theme going. It's like, move, forwards for the Emperor in the next turn. And then hopefully, first rank fire, second rank fire will commence at battle round 3, turn 3. So that's the plan there of action, because the Eldar need to take these objectives.
Yep.
So close quarters, there is no quarter given.
Move forward for the Emperor. The chants write themselves.
Yep, that's right. So the infantry have all advanced forward. Some of them have moved 6, some of them have moved 1. The Leman Russes now, they were doing full throttle, but now they're in close range with their heavy bolters and that kind of thing.
With the exception of
the exception of the Demolisher, that's moved full 10-inch move. The rest have moved 4.5 or 4 3/4 move to get their grinding advance with the primary weapons. The Wyvern is the only model that has stood still in this particular turn here. So, we're going to go on to the Psychic phase now for the Astra Militarum, turn 2. Psychic Barrier, Warp Charge 6 for the Commander. It goes off an 11.
Yep.
So power goes off. End of the Psychic phase, going to go straight onto the Shooting phase and orders, turn 2. All the infantry, spending a CP, however, for this central infantry squad to do forwards for the Emperor order.
And I do gain a command point.
And off camera he has stolen a command point. So that is the end of the orders phase for the infantry. The tanks, however, we're going to do Smoke and Shroud for this Leman Russ battle tank. And that is it. So that means it can shoot and at -1 with the smoke launchers as well. So that's the end of the orders phase. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Astra Militarum, turn 2. Okay, starting off with the Leman Russ Demolisher Cannon. We're going to call upon the Patreon, Thomas Moore. Ray Cross is picking the Patreons here.
He was the next one in line.
He was the next one in line. So, D6 amount of shots. 6 shots. We cannot complain about that. Leman Russ Demolisher, it's hitting on 4s. Any minuses?
Nope.
Nope. So, 4s to hit. Lovely. That is 4 hits. Strength is 10.
Serpent Shield exists on these, so force to wound.
Force to wound. Oh! There's nothing I could do about that. The Serpent Shield deflects the rounds coming in from the Demolisher Cannon.
You still got your sponsons and hull weapon.
Yep, we're going to do that now. So we're going to do the 2 melter shots. But 4 shots in total, hitting on 4s. Okay, 2 hits. Force to wound because a Serpent Shield. Nothing. Now the las cannon into it. Misses. Who was that? Tyler Griselli has failed in his task to bring down the Serpent Shield.
Might have some dust on the viewport there.
Yeah. This Leman Russ over here, Anonymous, is going to go into there. The heavy bolters, we're going to check the range, is in range of the Serpent as well. So we're going to do that now. So hitting on 4s, it's moved, so it's only 2 hits. Fires to wound. No wounds, bounces off the armour. And then next is the las cannon. It does hit its mark. And a 4 to wound Serpent Shield. It does not wound. The Serpent Shield is paying off. Now the battle cannon, it's moved under half, so it will get its 2d6 shots. Okay, 8 shots. 8 shots here. Just getting the extra dice, needing 4s. That's a very good roll. Well, actually, I thought it was a good roll, seeing it from the shadow. Not too bad. Okay, there's 2 wounds at least. Okay, AP minus 2.
5 up and rolls.
Saves 1.
D3.
D3 damage. 1 damage. Not good. And are we going to do overlapping fields of fire? We've got 2 Leman Russes left and a command tank. If we can at least knock one out, it's better than none. So I will spend the 2 command points to overlap and field of fire. Rinse and repeat with Ray Cross's Leman Russ. So, heavy bolters to soften the target. Hitting on 3s because of overlapping fields of fire. Now it is forced to wound because of the Serpent Shield. 1 wound. This is the heavy bolter.
4 up save.
4 up save.
Pass.
It does save. Armour does hold. Las cannon next. 3 to hit. Which does hit. 4 to wound. Ah! No! Now the battle cannon. I'm going to spend 2 command points to do full payload for the Leman Russ. So it's maximum shots. Okay, I've only got a few CP left, but I must bring down this Wave Serpent, otherwise it will shred the infantry. So, hitting on 3s. It could be. We must overwhelm the shields. 4s. That's better. Okay, it could well be that it does pay off. So minus 2.
How many we got?
We have got 6 saves of 5+. Saves 2, and that's a cop die. I'll let you re-roll that dice. Okay, so 4 have penetrated. We do need 5s and 6s here. If we get 5s and 6s in all of these, the Wave Serpent has been brought down for the Emperor. Okay, so we've lost 4, 6, 8 wounds. Okay, 4 left. Next, Leman Russ. The las cannon, is the las cannon shot?
You did that one.
I did the las cannon. Okay, Ray Cross's tank is done. Next is James Ashfield. I will call upon a patron.
This one here?
Yep, James Ashfield.
That's Joseph Darling.
Oh, Joseph Darling. Okay, beg your pardon. James Ashfield, you'll have your time and moment of glory in a minute. But I will spend a Patreon heroic dice
The next one is CJ Valesco.
Okay, CJ Valesco, your moment of glory for the Emperor. Free to hit. Oh, rolls a 1. But for glory, as he is a fellow comrade, I will spend the command reroll down to 1 command point left for a 3. Oh, rolls a 2. Ah, I lost. Now the heavy bolters to soften the target. Freeze because of overlapping fields of fire. I did move, so I cannot reroll the 1s. Oh, I did get a 6. We've been forgetting that, haven't we? Because of the Imperial Guard doctrine.
Yeah, which
I did
we'll
get
remember it.
We'll remember it from now on.
With the heavy bolter.
With the heavy bolter.
Okay, so we got 1 so
We've
far.
got 1,
so 2 more
6.
to wound.
2 more to wound. This is all new territory for us.
So 1 save.
1 save.
4 plus.
Okay.
No,
2
down to
damage. Okay. Now the battle cannon. Will the tactic pay off? 2d6 shots. 7 shots. That is statistical. Okay. Hitting on freeze, overlapping fields of fire. That's an automatic wound. New training. Remember your training. Oh, that's brilliant.
I think
Moment of glory.
I think it's going down.
Joseph Darling. Will it bypass?
It's
it
going
does.
down.
And that there is 3d3 damage. And that is the full 6 damage. And it does explode.
Detonates.
So we're going to find out d3 mortal wounds on the Guardians. 3 Guardians have been brought down. Next are the Death Reapers.
Dark Reapers.
Dark Reapers.
Just 1.
Just the 1 that goes down.
And them. So one of them has a wound.
One
left.
of them has a wound left. And
All right.
I'm going to check the characters as well.
To the base, it's
Okay.
Yep.
D3. Oh, it's the full 3.
Slain.
He's gone. Slain. The explosion here. 1 mortal wound. And the defense, Icarus defense autocannon. On a 5+, it's dead.
They have 4 wounds.
They have
it's
4
got
wounds, okay.
2 wounds
so
left.
2 wounds left. Okay. And that is the detonation. The occupants inside as well.
Yeah.
As it's exploded, they have to be in the centre of the model.
Well, they get out before.
They get out beforehand, yeah. So, 1s are model slain.
Alright, I lost a Wraith Blade.
Okay, lost a Wraith Blade.
That was... the loss of the Warlock was
That was big.
very painful.
Okay, that's gone. Okay, detonations. 2 tanks have been detonated so far. Wyvern is going to shoot into those Wraith Blades. They are a threat now. So, 4d6 shots. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that one because that is a cocked dice. That's a cocked dice again. Okay, there's another 6 coming in. So that there is... that's 19 shots coming in. Yeah, 19 shots coming in.
Let's use the tray.
Let's use the 19 shots hitting on 4s. Now 6s will be auto wounding.
Yeah, leave those to the side.
Leave those to the side. And I reroll 1s because I stood still.
1 more.
Okay. Take away the 1s and 3s.
They're tough 6.
Toughness 6. Strength 4. They are wounds. The nature of the weapon allows me to reroll failed wound rolls, which does pay off. So that there is 9 saves of no AP.
3 plus.
3 pluses. And it... Wow.
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, we've done 1 damage. And that's it. Does the heavy bolter have line of sight? We'll double check off camera. Heavy bolter does not have any line of sight from the Wyvern. Now, Maxfield Knuckles' tank is going to shoot Oh, what's this?
Lightning fast reactions.
So it's -1 to the hit rolls. And would you believe it, we are bracketed, and I did move, so I cannot do jury rigging. So that means I'm hitting on 5s to hit. Auto shots, hitting on 5s. That's an auto wound. And another wound.
Okay.
Next up is...
Well, so 2 saves.
Yeah, 2 saves, yeah. Okay,
One goes through.
One goes through, that's 2 damage. Next up is the las cannon, hitting on a 5. That's a hit. Now to wound. Does not wound because the serpent shield is activated. Next up is the battle cannon. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to fire the hunter killer missile.
Okay.
Because I've declared everything into there. So, I have to do it. 5s to hit. No. Agura Ray. I will use the ability to re-roll because the upgrade. It does not pay off. But now, the 2d6 shots. Moved less than half a move. 7 shots. So, we're going to have to get 7. Hitting on 5s. That's a wound. And another hit. It does wound as well. And that there is AP -2.
So there's 2 of them?
2 of them, yep.
5 ups.
Nope, that's a flat 6
I'll
damage.
command point one of those.
Command point reroll.
Pass.
Which does pay off, which is only 3 damage on the Wave Serpent. This infantry squad into the Wave Serpent. Auto cannon hitting on 5s because it's moved. 1 automatic wound. So 1 armor save of 4+.
Pass.
Passed. Grenade launcher, solid shot. 6. It does hit. Strength 6, 5 to wound. Does not with guns. 1 automatically wounds. And doesn't wound. So 1 save. Does
Pass.
save. Okay. Command squad into the Wave Serpent. Hitting on 3s. 1 automatic wound because of marksmanship. No. Okay, that passes. Next up is the Chimera. He's going to shoot into the Wave Serpent. Las guns. So hitting on 4s. There's 3 automatic wounds. Okay, now 6 is to wound. Okay, another wound. Las gun fire. So Ray's just rolling his dice here. Another one goes through, down to 7 wounds. Next up is the Heavy Flamer, D6 auto hits, the full 6. That is 1 wound, AP -1.
Good.
Armor holds. Multi-laser. 1 hit.
Or was a -1 to hit due to lightning fast?
Oh yes, yeah, it's gonna miss anyway. That's okay, that's fine. That is it. Next up is this infantry squad here is going to concentrate fire over here.
Okay.
9 shots with the las guns. That includes those that are in rapid fire. That's 1 automatic wound. No other wounds. 1 save. Does save. Heavy bolter. Needing 5s. 1 automatic wound with the heavy bolter. Does wound, and it's damaged by 5. Next up is the grenade launcher, solid shot. Hits. It does wound, AP -1. It holds. So that's that infantry squad done. Infantry squad, finish off this Wave Serpent. Heavy bolter, moved, 5s to hit. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Next up is the las guns. So las guns now, 7 shots hitting on 4s. Lightning fast reactions -1. 1 automatic wound. 5 is a hit and doesn't wound. So 1 save. Does save. Grenade launcher, solid shot, 5s to hit. That's a cocked die. And that's a miss. Well, Ray Cross is holding the camcorder for me, making it a little bit easier. So hitting on 5s, but 6s. We've got a few 6s there, we'll count that off camera. 6s. None, because they're toughness 6. But we do have 7 saves of 3+. 7 saves of 3+. And only one wound after all that firepower. Chimera is going to shoot into the Guardians with its multi-laser, and the rest of the remaining firepower is going to shoot into the Wraith Blades. Multi-lasers, las guns. That's 2 hits with the las gun array. That's actually, it's 2 wounds, beg your pardon. And now another wound comes in against the Wraith Blades, so another 3 saves. Our Wraith Blade goes down. But does he want to spend his re-roll?
Alt-Art command roll for my second re-roll.
Okay, Alt-Art command for his second re-roll. No, okay.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Now the multi-laser into the Guardians. Which misses. Okay, the Guardians are still alive. Next up is the hull-mounted heavy flamer. With 1 shot only, 5 to wound. It does wound AP -1. And another wound comes through with the heavy flamer. Wraith Blades are going to be targeted by this infantry squad here, and they're going to be targeting the Wraith Blades. They do have line of sight, so there won't be obstruction. 7 shots, a wound, and no other wounds because toughness is 6. Another wound comes through. Grenade launcher solid shot, which misses. Next up is the heavy bolter. Into that target. Miss, because it moved. So that's it there for that squad over there. Platoon command team, or command squad, will be shooting against the Wraith Blades. Freeze to hit. That is an automatic wound. And another wound. It brings down another Wraith Blade. Excellent marksmanship there from that guardsman. Next up is the Bastion. Remaining firepower from the Bastion. Lastly, the Imperial Bastion, maximum firepower into the Wave Serpent. Hitting on 4s.
Goes to 5s.
It goes to 5s because of lightning fast reactions. There is no doctrine here, it's fortification only. 1 wound after all that, and he's passed anyway. The Serpent Shield is still active here, as well as the Wave Serpent. So that concludes the shooting. There is no charges to be declared. Morale. Have you taken any morale? They have, but they don't care.
They won't care.
Your Guardians.
Yep.
So, leadership. 1, they don't care. Their morale is absolutely heroic there. So that concludes turn 2 for the Astra Militarum. Now it is the Eldar's turn to fight back. It is turn 2, Eldari, coming up. Command phase for the Eldar. Ooh, bring in the command tally to 11 command points. A healthy amount of command points for the Eldari.
And we need to get spending.
Right, what's happening here?
I'm going to spend command point on Tears of Isha, because I'm in 6 inches of the Spirit Seer. Automatically 3 wounds healed on those Wraith Guard there.
Okay, so that's automatically healed then. At the end of the command phase for the Eldari, it is now the movement phase. Now, turn 2, Eldar. Psychic phase for the Eldar on turn 2. What powers will you cast?
I'm going to put Will of Assyrian here, which will give them objective secured.
Yep.
Goes off.
Goes off. Very, very clever psychic power there. That's brilliant. It's fantastic.
And then I'm going to put Fortune on these.
Yep. That's a peril.
We will re-roll that.
You'll re-roll that. Wise move, because you're Eldar. Okay, that goes off on a 7. That there. And any other psychic powers? Your Warlock on the jet bike has been killed from the explosion.
Yep, just in range. I'm going to spend a command point for Unparalleled Mastery.
Oh.
So I can get another power.
Oh.
I'm going to put Doom on those poor white shields.
Oh.
And it does not go off. So
Okay.
I will command point that and make it go off.
Yep.
So that's a 6, and then the other die is 10.
Okay.
So those poor white shields are doomed.
They're doomed.
And then one more power.
Welcome to the army group.
Enhanced Drain on the Striking Scorpions. This is from the Spirit Seer. goes off, so they get +1 to their melee hit rolls.
Okay, that's a pretty successful psychic power for the striker scorpions there. That's the end of psychic phase.
Yep.
Pretty successful. Going to go on to the shooting phase now for the Eldari turn 2. Right, shooting phase. Have you declared a target?
Yeah, we're going to start with the Wraith Knight.
Oh.
So I'm going to put the scatter lasers into the guardsman right in front of me.
Yep.
And then that poor tank commander.
Okay.
I'm going to fire the heavy Wraith cannons at him.
Alright, okay. So, here we go. What's he got?
We'll do the Wraith cannons first.
Wraith cannons first.
Shots.
Oh! 5 shots. Now, these will be hitting on 4s because of the smoke screen. Not that it made one bit of difference. Okay, strength.
16.
2s. They've all wounded. AP minus.
And this is D3 mortal wounds
Okay,
for 2.
so I've got 4 wounds left.
And you have 3 coming through at AP -4.
6s to save.
Wait, didn't you get the power off? 5s to save, because you're on a 1-up save now.
Yes, that is psychic barrier.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. Okay, 1, but it's going to die.
So 12.
12 plus
3.
5. Yeah, so 3.
So 15, 16, 17 damage.
Oh dear, the commander has been killed. Does he explode? Not again, surely. No, he does not explode. But Maxfield Knuckles has been removed as a casualty. Thank you, comrade, for your support. Scatter lasers into this front unit of guardsmen here. So rolling to hit.
I will bail tan one of those because I haven't yet.
Yeah. Okay. Just trying to get rid of the infantry screen here. Strength is
6.
6. 2s. Okay.
7.
AP minus.
Dash.
AP minus dash. So 7 saves of 5 plus. I say 3. That's 4 casualties. So we're going to have to take off Harrison Leach. He's gone. And I'm going to have to take off the grenade launcher. And we're going to have to take off... Oh no, Sergeant Samuel Rice is gone, and the Voxcaster. Casualties running in high here for the Astra Militarum. Right, 6 of the Dire Avengers, including the Exarch.
So it's effectively there's 11 catapults. 5 catapults are going to go into this squad.
Yep.
6 catapults are going to go into that squad.
Okay, that's the declaration there for the Dire Avengers. Ending a command point here, a stratagem.
Wrath of the Shrines.
Wrath of the Shrines.
6 is our extra hits.
Oh, okay. So
Start with the smaller batch.
smaller batch. Here we go. Hitting on 3. 3 6s. So
That many hits.
that many hits. Okay.
Freeze to wound.
Freeze to wound. 3 are dead because it's AP minus 4 because of shuriken, and then the other 3 are AP minus
2.
So it'll kill the guardsmen anyway. So, so 6 guardsmen have been killed, and that was the receiving fire from over
That's for this one.
this one over here.
Yep.
Oh dear, so we're gonna lose another patron. Ben Wydon's been killed. The sergeant, a grenade launcher, Vox, anonymous guardsman, and a wound has been taken on the heavy bolter. Round of shooting. 6s generate further hits. So it's 2 6s there. It's a wound. How many casualties?
12.
12, so that will kill the entire squad, and furthermore we're running out of command points, so we're going to have to sacrifice this squad. So we've lost a couple of patrons again. Sergeant Shay Strait, Cadian Sergeant Steele has been killed, and Alexander Geef and Jesse Patton, they've been removed as casualties. Oh dear. The Ultarch is going to shoot its weapon into the Chimera. On
A 3.
a 3+. He hits his mark.
3 to
7.
3 to wound, strength 8.
Doesn't wound.
I'll let it go.
He's going to let it go. Okay, it's failed to wound. Left guard. Our next, which is this unit over here, it's going to shoot into the Chimera. So hitting on 3s. Okay, there's 4 hits there. Strength is 10. 3s to wound. AP minus
4.
It's going to go through the armor.
D3 plus 3 for a lot.
4.
That's 6, 12, and 4, 16.
Oh dear, 16 damage. Does it explode? It does not explode. There are occupants inside as well. Guardsmen inside, one's models are slain. So, just the 2 veterans have been killed. Wraith Guard Squad's going to shoot into the other Chimera. 3s to hit. Okay, missed with 2. Strength 10. Toughness 7. 3s to wound. Only 1 goes through.
I'll command point one of those.
It's going to command point reroll.
So 2 go through.
2 go through. That's 6 plus 2d3 damage.
That's enough.
That's enough to kill it. And that's Luke Schringel's transport as well. Does it explode? It does not explode. There's 10 more veterans inside here. Just tanks are just popping up left, right and centre. It's brutal. Another 2 veterans have been killed as well. So what's happening now?
Pulse laser and bright lance from the Falcon into
The Leon Russ Demolisher, which is commanded by
Tyler Grisell.
Tyler Grisell.
So pulse lasers, 2 hits, 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Oh,
2
box
wounds,
cars.
but you get 5 ups armor saves.
5 up armor saves for the Emperor. I will call upon some patrons here. So
next one is Darren Gardner.
give me 2 of them. Give me 2
And Marcus
patrons.
Fraze.
Come on, this is important. Come on. For the Emperor of Mankind. We'll do one at a time. We must keep this tank alive. Marcus Fraze. For the glory of Cadia. 5 or 6. No! That's Marcus Fraze's tank roll there. Now it is Darren Gardner. Your moment of glory. For the Emperor. No! And what's the damage?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. 5s and 6s are good.
So that is 11 damage.
11 damage on that Lehman Russ. Ouch! And furthermore, he's got a bright lance, which hits as well. 4s to wound, and that's another 6. AP minus 4.
4.
I may as well use my last patron. I've got to do it.
Atkins.
Winston Adkins. Will he bless this Lehman Russ tank with his mechanical expertise? He loves his artillery. He is a general of the army group. Gone. I failed in my attempt to save the Demolisher. Tyler Griselli will be removed as a casualty, but does the tank explode? It does not explode. It just gets wrecked, and that tank is removed as a casualty. The Dark Reapers is going to shoot at our host, Ray Cross.
I'm going to shoot it myself.
You're going to shoot yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Exarch hits on a 2.
He does. He gets another 6.
These hit on 3s.
They've all hit.
These wound on 4s because it's strength 8.
Yep. Okay, 2.
2. Only AP minus 2.
And AP minus 2. We do get 4 up armor saves. Come on, Ray. Don't let me down. No! Yes.
Okay, 3 damage.
3 damage a time. 9 wounds remain on Ray Cross's Lehman Russ battle. To speed the things up, we're going to do the small turrets here off camera. So actually, a veteran's been killed over there, and another veteran has been killed by the Icarus autocannon as well. So the defense systems are finished. Is there any other shooting?
No, charge.
So it's charges next for the Eldar.
We have 1.
1 charge.
So it is a 12-inch charge for the striking scorpions to make it in against the white shields.
Yeah.
And I happen to have 2 6s for charges in. However, if you'd like to Overwatch, please do so.
Tough decision here. I have to make this off camera. Made my decision, and we will Overwatch because of the new rules for Astra Militarum marksmanship when doing shooting. So 6s will be auto wounding, which will be very, very handy indeed. Overwatch will commence for the white shields. 35 shots. That's a drop die. Hitting on 6s. Now 6s will be auto wounding. So we've got a few there. We'll calculate this off camera. Wounds at 3+. And killed.
Command point
reroll. Okay,
Killed
2 of the Scorpions have been brought down. Good shooting there from the white shields. They have been removed as casualties. Now they do an automatic 12-inch charge towards the white shields. Charge phase complete. Next we're going to go into close combat phase and we'll calculate the number of attacks for the striking Scorpions. Number of attacks with the striking Scorpion chainsword blades. So hitting on 3s, 6s will be generating further hits.
And I hit on 2s because I have enhance on them.
Okay. Only 1, which generates another hit. Now strength is 5 because it's +2 strength, base strength of 3.
Yep.
So 3s to wound. Those are 2 drop die. Okay, 2 mortal wounds. And a few extra saves I have to make there. 8 saves. So we've got 8 here.
At -1.
At -1, so 6s. So another 7 white shields have been killed.
And now the Exarch
Yep.
hits on 2s.
4 have hit their mark.
And auto wounds at AP -3. So 4 more dead.
4 more dead. So 7 + 4
11
is
dead.
11 have been killed. Now I've decided to take them off from the front as opposed to the back because we don't count as being in close combat anymore, which is very, very handy there. So I don't have to issue orders to them to get back in the fight, maintaining their discipline and their training, even though they're white shields. So never underestimate the white shield.
Nope.
They are good in this battle. So that's the end of close combat. We're going to go straight on to morale phase. The action has been completed. They have secured this objective, so therefore the objective has been removed from play and replaced with the Eldar relic to resurrect and secure the webway portal. 1 of 2. The second one remains in Imperial hands. Right, the white shields, we've got to do morale for them. Now off camera, we rolled a 6 for morale, so we shot a white shield for desertion. And then discipline has all of a sudden crumbled with the white shields. They're panicking a little bit. So another white shield has been removed because I rolled a 6 again. Now that any rolls of 1, further models flee. So another 2 more have fled. Leadership for the veterans is 8, +1 for the banner.
Can't fail.
Can't fail.
No,
even if I roll
because
bad.
if you roll a 6,
Yeah, they're gone. Over here, they fled. So he's been killed.
maybe they ran out of ammo.
They ran out of ammunition or something like that, or ran away and panicked.
Is it 12 inches
Veteran
for the
squad,
banner?
it's just 6 inches.
Okay.
So 7, which is perfect. So they hold their morale there. Over here, 6, they've fled as well. So guardsmen are fleeing and seeing that the objective has been secured by the Eldar. But over here is a different fight. It could be anyone's game here. The Astra Militarum must destroy these units at the front here. It is coming up to a new battle round. Battle round 3, turn 3 for the forces of the Astra Militarum. Here we go, reinforcement step. The Baneblade on a roll of a 6. No. We've got the Leon Rust Demolisher. Yes,
It's back on.
it's back on. The command tank, which is this one here. No. The Punisher. No. The 2 veteran squads. First one, no. Second one, no. It is just the Leon Rust Demolisher that will be coming on. On phase for the Astra Militarum, we get a command point back. And now Strands of Fate for the Eldar. A new battle round. Okay.
Okay, I'll re-roll one of these
So
hits.
reroll one of these. That's a 2.
I'm going to keep the charge and take away the hit.
Take away the hit.
But no saving throws again.
No saving throws. Okay, so that there is the end of the Strands of Fate for the Eldar. Now we're going to go straight on to the movement phase for the Astra Militarum turn 3. End of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum turn 3. The veterans have moved forward 6 inches to get within range with the melters against the Wraith Knight. Furthermore, the infantry have moved forward as well to get into rapid fire range. We may issue the order bring it down to bring down the Wraith Knight there. Furthermore, we've issued our second order as well to them, which we'll plan to do in the shooting phase, which is obviously to take aim. Next up, we try to heal a veteran failed, unfortunately, on a roll of 2. And these Leman Russes here, those 2 have moved half, so they'll get some fire support over here to help secure, to help just prevent the Eldar from pushing forward to overrun this sector over here. The White Shields are shifted over. They are a troop's choice. They are within 3 of that objective, which is good news. And they do act as normal because they're not in close combat anymore. The Leman Russ Demolisher have decided to come over here in support of firepower over there. The veterans have moved forward a little bit to get within armor bane of the Wraith Guard. There is another veteran that has been resurrected over there, which is good news for the Astra Militarum, which is just over there.
The medic helped out.
The medic helped out.
Did his job.
He did his job. And the infantry squad has stood still and may as well just blast away any foe that comes near that objective. So, the Wyvern has stood still as well, lending in some artillery fire support. So that is the end of the movement phase. We're going to go straight to the psychic phase now. And I'm going to cast Psychic Barrier to the veterans. Just going to double check.
You're good.
I'm good. So warp charge value of 6, and that goes off on an 8.
Okay.
So they do have Psychic Barrier. Psychic Barrier has been activated. End of the psychic phase. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase now for the Astra Militarum. Right. So the orders I've done bring it down.
Yep.
For them as well as them, because within 6 inches for both units, because of the new rules for ordering. Now on a 4+, they will get take aim, which they do. So they'll have reroll 1s to hit and to wound because of the 2 orders, and they have been successfully ordered as well, which is going to be a second order for them to do take aim as well. Right, the orders over here. First rank fire, second rank fire for the White Shields. We're going to do take aim for the veterans. Now I did not move the veterans. They'll be rerolling failed hit rolls, which is very handy there. And furthermore, we're going to do take aim for the Cadian squad that is behind the crater. So that's the orders completed. Go straight on to the shooting phase now. Command squad against the Dire Avengers. Shots with a flamer. 3 shots, 3's to wound. 2 wounds at 80 minus 1. Dire Avenger has been killed. Next up is the command squad, rapid fire. We'll double check to see if that's in rapid fire range. Off camera, they are in range. So freeze to hit, or hit their mark. Force to wound, toughness 3. 3 wounds at 0 AP.
1 more dice.
1 more dice. Of course, I've got a Lance Pistol from the banner. Who...
They moved.
They moved, but they reroll 1s because of the order. He still missed.
And Commissar, bolt pistol.
Commissar with bolt pistol, hitting on 2s, because the Lord Commissar.
That hits.
6 is a hit.
3s.
No wound. Okay.
And veterans.
Veterans next. We'll fire the melter guns into the Wraith Knight, and all the rest of the remaining firepower into the Dire Avengers. Veteran las guns into the Dire Avengers. It's veterans against veterans. So hitting on 3s. 1 automatic wound. 5 hit their mark. Another 3 wounds. That's a cock die. I'll reroll that one. And it generates another wound. So that's 5 saves. And
Okay,
another one goes down. Look, 2 die. Okay.
Yep, they only have 4 up armor.
Only have
from
4
the back
plus.
there.
So he dies. and he dies.
Yep.
Okay, now the melter guns with take aim. I get to reroll 1s to hit. Maximum firepower into here, needing 3s. I reroll 1s because of take aim from the commander, and that is 3 hits. 4s to wound, rerolling 1s for bring it down order. 2 wounds at AP -4. No. And that's 2d6 damage, -2.
I'll command point.
He's going to command point re-roll 1 of them. Here we go. It's only 1d6. And that is 4 damage -1 becomes 12 wounds remaining for this Wraith Knight. The Wyvern is allocated to target into the striking Scorpions. 46 shots. Okay, that's a 6. So that there is 16 shots. 16 shots hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Those are auto wounds. And another 2 auto wounds. So these are hits here. Strength is 4, toughness 3.
Yep.
3s to wound. The nature of the weapon allows me to reroll failed wound rolls, which all have wounded. So that there is 10 saves of... you are behind cover, so you will get a 2+ save. But another Scorpion has been killed. The command squad over here is going to throw a grenade with the platoon banner, and then the medic is going to fire his las gun at rapid fire, as well as the Voxcaster and the flamer is going to go into the Guardians. Concentrating firepower here. Time to cook. D6 auto hits. 3s to wound. 3 saves of 4+ for Guardians now. And they're cooked. Kill them all! Purge the Xenos! Veterans must bring down the Wraith constructs. D6 additional shots. So that's another 4 shots because I've thrown a fragmentation grenade from this sergeant. Hitting on 3s. That there is 4 automatic wounds because of lasgun fire. And just doctrine in general, they're just better. Oh, these are hitting on 3s, aren't they? I think that's an additional 3. That's a miss.
And 6s.
And 6s? None. See, those extra 6s to hit.
Did you have any reroll wounds?
I got...
You didn't get that?
I didn't get that, no.
So, how many total?
4. Okay, takes a wound. Next up is the Melters. How many are in Armorbane, we'll find out. So it's just going to check here. 1, it looks like.
You got 1.
I've got 1, so we'll do that separate. So 3 to hit. Actually, is there any veterans there? Patreons? Just anonymous veterans.
This is Patrick Darling's squad, though.
Patrick Darling's squad. Okay, so he commands this squad here. A 4 is a hit. 3 to wound, and that's a wound. AP -4.
Invuln save of 4+. No.
D6 damage. That
Plus
will kill.
2, so it'll automatically kill.
That will kill that, and the damage would have been a 2, so -1 would be 3 because it's +2.
Yep.
Now next up is the 2 more veterans to finish off the Wraith Blades. 2 have hit their mark, and that's an automatic wound. And then a 3 is a wound because it's strength 8, toughness 6.
No.
And 2d6 damage if you roll a double 1, or a 1, or a
double
2.
2s.
Yeah. So a 3 and a 2. So that's just enough to kill those Wraith Blades. Take aim with this infantry squad into the Scorpions, needing 4s to hit. 1 automatic hit, rerolling 1s because of take aim. Yes, so 2 hits, 3s to wound, another wound. AP -1 +1.
We're good.
Saved. Okay. Next up is the lasgun fire.
Grenade
Frag. 2 shots. Missed.
Rerolling.
Rerolling because of take. Because they take aim because they did stay still, and that's still missed. Next up is the lasguns over here. 7 shots. Another 2, and that's it.
But reroll.
But rerollable because I take aim. Yep, and that's another automatic wound. Wow.
1 4 to wound.
And a 4 is a wound. +1 to your cover saves because you're behind the Aegis defense line. Oh, 2 more Scorpions have been brought down. It's just the Exarch.
I'm going to spend another command point.
He's going to spend another command point to save one of those Scorpions. Does save, but at the sacrifice of a command point. 2 Scorpions are left. I have a bolt pistol into the face of that Scorpion. He hits his mark. And he does wound because it's a bolt pistol, strength 4. And he does save. Demolisher cannon and everything except for the las cannon, which is going to shoot into here. They're going to do lightning fast reactions as well, so it's going to be a further -1 to hit there. And the multi-melters are going to shoot into the Wraith Guard as well. Multi-melters hitting on 5s, 1 hit. I did move, so I cannot reroll 1s. Freeze to wound. That's a wound. That's AP -4.
No save. Roll damage.
No save. D6 damage. Am I within 12? No. So it's just a flat roll, which is only 1 damage, because it's -1 damage to
Feel no pain for fortune?
For no pain for fortune? No. Now the Demolisher. You've got 5 models there. I did move less than half move to get on. So I do get my 2d6 shots. And that's 8 shots with the Demolisher cannon. Demolisher cannon hitting on 5s. Ouch. That there is 2 automatic wounds. And another 2 hits. 1 wound. AP -3.
6s. No.
No. So it's D6 damage.
First one?
First one is only a 1. Second one is only a 2, which is a 1. So that kills 1. But he does have fortune. No. And no. Okay. We brought 1 down at least.
This was 2, so...
Yeah. Okay. Gone. And only 1. And he rolls a 1 again. Dear me, less damage there. Not good. Now the las cannon into the Wave Serpent, which misses because it's failed to hit the target because it's ballistic skill. And that's it from the Demolisher cannon. Next is the battle tanks over here. This Leon Russ over there. The heavy bolters are going to shoot into the Scorpions. The las cannon and battle cannon is going to shoot into the Wraith Guard. The bolters hitting the Scorpions. 1 automatic wound and 1 hit. Oh, I reroll 1s. Did I stay still?
Yes.
Yes, I did with this Leon Russ. Generates another hit. 2 hits. Ah, nothing.
But
only 1 wound.
Through.
1 goes through and does kill 1. A Scorpion goes down. Just the Exarch remains over there. And then next up is the las cannon to go over here. Actually, it's to go to the Wraith Guard, wasn't it? So las cannon misses. Now the battle cannon is going to shoot over to there. 6 shots. Hitting on 4s. 3 automatic wounds. And that's it. So 3 saves.
5 plus.
5 plus.
1 goes
one
through.
goes through. D3 damage. And that is 3 damage on that Wave Serpent.
Oh, wait. Oh, those were here, right? Or was that the Wave
That's on the Wave Serpent. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're fine. Just the Wave Serpent has been wounded.
Yep.
It's on 2 wounds remaining. Yeah, we're going to try and kill those Wraith Guard with Ray Cross's Leman Russ battle tank. A strange chap that he is. He's right here in the studio.
He's alright.
He's alright. So I'm going to do the heavy bolters into the Scorpions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire the rest of the remaining firepower into the Wraith Guard. So 2d6 shots. Okay, 9 shots. Cannot complain about that. I have 9 in my hand. Hitting on 4s.
5s.
5s because it's -1, isn't it? 1 automatically wounds, and that is a hit. Doesn't wound, so just 1 save.
5.
5. Okay, passes. Next up is the las cannon, which hits, and that does wound. AP -3, no,
Nope.
D6 damage. Huzzah!
So 3 total.
3 total.
Nope.
Nope.
So that will kill.
And that will kill another one over there. Now the heavy bolter into the scorpions. There's 2 heavy bolters, the sponsons. An automatic wound. 3 hits. And that there is 4 wounds at AP -1, +1 for being in cover, and 2 damage a time.
Which is enough to kill him.
And that's the end of the Exarch. He's been killed in action. Joseph Darlings, the darling of the army group, is going to shoot his battle cannon over to there, the las cannon to finish off the wave serpent, and the heavy bolters to do extra damage against the dire avengers. So 6 shots with the heavy bolters. 3 have hit their mark. There's no minuses here. 3 is to wound. 3 wounds at AP -1.
5 ups.
Okay, another 2 have been killed.
Stick from the back there.
To that. Casualty rate is 6. Next up is the las cannon to finish off the wave serpent. 4 to hit. It does hit. 4 to wound because of the wave serpent shield. Ah, rolls a 1. Ah. Next up is the wraiths. So 2d6 shots, move less than half a move. So 7 shots here. So 7 shots, hitting on 5s. Lightning fast reactions. 2 have wounded, and 92. Okay.
Pass one of them.
Pass one of them. D3 damage, and that's only 1 damage. Fortune. No.
Haven't gotten one of them.
Okay, and that's the end of the shooting there, and I think that's the end of the shooting phase in general.
Yep.
We will not be charging, and that is it. So
I'm gonna
morale,
auto pass morale.
auto pass morale with the dire avengers.
No command points.
No command points to gain there. So that there is the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum. Done a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough, to be honest. It is technically a stalemate at the moment, because the Eldar have secured this objective, but we hold this objective quite strongly over there. So we're going to go on to a new turn for the Eldar. It's Eldar turn 3 coming up. Command phase for the Eldar. Oh, we only had 1 command point left.
Yep.
Oh, lots of CP spent, but now he's back up to 2 command points for the Eldar. Nothing else happening on the command phase here. The battle is desperate here for both sides. Will the Eldar hold this objective and secure the webway portal, or will the Astra Militarum drive home their advantage and destroy any Xenos left in this sector? As we continue on the movement phase for the Eldar turn 3. End of the movement phase for the Eldari, turn 3. So, report, Grey. What news from the front?
Wraith Knight has swung over a little bit to get a nice view of these tanks. Dire Avengers have swung over there. Autarch has jumped up to give them reroll 1s. We put advanced with these Wraith Guard here. Slowly move the tank because it's pretty heavily damaged. Move these Wraith Guard up with the Spirit Seer. Wraith Lord has come out.
Oh no, he's got his blade ready as well. Oh dear.
Rapid relocation with the Guardians over to this flank. Rapid relocation of the Bikers over here. And just a little bit of shifting with the Falcon.
Are they the new Eldar?
Those are the new Guardians.
So I didn't kill them first.
No, you didn't kill them
How disappointing.
This is the first game I've had in a long time where my new Guardians have not gotten just shot off the board.
So that's the report from the movement phase for the Eldari. We're going to go straight onto the psychic phase on turn 3, Eldari. Fortune has been cast on the Wraith Lord. 6. Warp charge value?
6.
6 goes off. I have nothing to deny. My Psyker is over here. Power successfully goes off. The trees are moving. And anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to smite.
Smite, okay. Bring it on.
Because objective secure doesn't matter this turn. I have to clear you off. So, smite.
Goes off in a
Goes off.
7. And this is against the veterans.
Yeah, because...
Nearest visible enemy unit?
Oh, what am I doing? 1d.
So 1d... Oh, D3
3.
mortal wounds. That's 3 veteran guardsmen being smitten to death.
And then...
That's a Voxcaster.
Oh.
You took me Voxcaster. Put him back.
And then I'm going to smite. Let me get my
So
tape measure,
your
please.
smite is increased to warp charge 6.
Yes.
So
Or white shields.
the white shields, okay.
Goes off.
Perfect. That's what you needed.
Now
D3 mortal wounds. He's just checking something.
just
here.
out. You
Just
can't.
out.
Just see if might be in a denial range. So
Yeah.
D3
D3
for
2
2
white shields have been smitten. Pretty successful psychic phase. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Eldari turn 3. So, what targets have you acquired?
flamers into the white shields, bright lance into myself. So flamers 2d6.
Snake eyes. 1 wound. AP minus.
Nothing.
5 up. No. A guardsman or white shield has been cooked alive.
Bright lance into myself. That hits.
That is a hit.
And I will automatically wound one of those into myself. So 6 up save, please.
Oh, just like that?
Yes.
Oh, Eldar trickery here.
Yep.
No. And that's D3 plus 3 damage. 4
4.
damage. Okay. That's down to 5 wounds remaining. It is bracketed. Guard are going to shoot into the Demolisher. Here we go again.
Beltan.
Beltan.
Nope.
Okay.
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
2 minus 4.
Okay. 6s. I need boxcars. Come on! No! What's the damage?
8.
8 damage. 4 wounds remain on that Lehman Russ. He's been taking a serious pounding here. He's moved his battle focus move, and what's that do? Sorry?
They roll a d6 and get to move but cannot charge. I roll a 1, but Beltan turns that into a 3.
Okay, that's fine. Rangers have spotted a target. The veterans have been sighted. Crosshairs indicated that they will be targeted. Titty on 2s. All have hit their mark.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. 3 wounds. AP minus?
1.
AP minus 1. I save 1, but 2 veterans have been killed. I'm going to have to take off the Voxcaster and...
A Meltagun or the Patreon.
Who's the Patreon?
That would be Patrick Darling. Who has led them very well so far.
Yeah, he has. Take the Melterman off. These decisions here are cruel, but it is war after all. Our Avengers are going to shoot into this veteran squad over here. Here we go. Lots of shots. This is shuriken guns. Hitting on 3s.
And the Autarch is right next to them.
Yep, re-rolling.
And I'll do 1 Beltan reroll.
Okay, they've all hit, except for 1. Strength 4. 6s will be AP minus 4. Ouch. That's AP minus 4 with 4 of them, and the rest will be at AP minus 2. I do have a psychic barrier.
Yep.
So, how many psychic barrier saves?
9.
They just get cut down. Knife through butter, isn't it? What can you do against such hate? And they've been killed. The veterans are no more. Are there any patrons? Yes, there are patrons. Donald Hammer has been removed as a casualty of war. The rest have been shurikened to death. You had enough of?
The Wyvern.
The Wyvern. Oh dear. It's been targeted by the Wraith Knight. 2d3 shots. Oh. So 7 shots. So is that 5 shots?
5 shots.
Yeah, 5 shots hitting on...
4s because I'm going through the trees.
Just going through the trees. Oh no. 2's to wound. That's so horrible.
-4.
-4, there's nothing I can do.
That's 18 plus 19, 20, 21 damage.
21 damage. Does it explode? It does not explode, and that is an anonymous wyvern destroyed. The command squad has been targeted by shuriken guns underneath.
So
scatter lasers.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll re-roll one of those because I didn't earlier.
Okay.
Okay, and 2s.
2 strength 6. Okay.
6 saves, no AP.
6 saves, no AP. This is into the command party. Wow, only 2 casualties. So I'm going to have to take off the... I need to keep the medic alive to help keep the commander going. Yeah, because the commander has got 2 wounds. So I'm going to take off... I'll put those wounds back on. Oh, decisions here. I'm going to have to take off the Vox. And the
or the banner.
Banner, yeah, the banner. Oh no, tough decisions here. Casualties being taken. What's happening now?
Dragon fusion gun is shooting at that poor commander right there.
The platoon commander.
That's a hit.
That's a hit because ballistic skill 2+.
That's a wound.
I do have a 5+ refractor field save. I'd save.
Right.
Defy that if you can. Oh, what else has he got? Oh, yes, he can just dodge out of the way.
Yeah, she's just gonna go.
Just gonna go
over here.
Oh, just like that. Warp jets.
Yep.
Yeah. So gone. Next up, coming right up, Farseer into the white shields, hitting on 2s. Beltan. Strength.
And 4. So
AP
1 is
-4.
killed and 2 at -1.
2 saves. 6s. Save none. 3 casualties for the white shields. Dark Reapers shooting into Ray Cross's tank.
Exarch.
Exarch.
Hits. Beltan. Okay, and 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
So 3 at -2.
Forced to save. Saved 1.
6 damage.
And I've got no CP.
You have 1.
Oh, I've got 1 command point to keep a Leman Russ alive. I'm going to have to spend that CP. 4+. Ah, no. Does it detonate? It does not detonate, but Ray Cross's tank, and Ray Cross has the honour of picking up his Leman Russ. It is destroyed. More firepower coming. So what's happening now, Ray?
I'm going to put the shuriken cannon into the veterans, and the anti-tank firepower will go into this Leman Russ.
Okay. So what are you going to do first?
Pulse laser into here.
Pulse laser hitting on 3s. 1 has missed, but Beltan. Okay, still missed. And no wound. Unless you've got...
I will Bright Lance it now.
Bright Lance.
Hits.
Strength is 8.
Automatic wound. 6 up save, please.
Oh, okay. There's nothing I can, really do.
You can roll a 6.
This is why I hate Eldar. Oh, no.
And it's
D3 plus 3 damage.
It's on 4.
It's on 4 already. There's nothing else
Does
to
it
do.
go boom?
Does it go kaboom? It does not go kaboom. Here we go again. That rust is just turned up and blown up.
And quickly, while we're here, shuriken cannon.
Yep.
And 3 saves of -1 into those veterans.
Okay. 6 is to save. None. Who's this?
Patrick Darling, you held out for a long time.
Sergeant Darling has been removed as a casualty, as well as the veteran squad. a sad end to this fight here. Straight onto the charge phase. I have no command points left.
So Wraith Lord gonna go there. Wraith Guard gonna go there.
Okay, so Wraith Guard gonna go in first.
So spending one of my dice to be in. Oh, that's psychic. So charge dice becomes a 6 plus 2, which is 8.
Yep.
To be enough to bring them in.
It's just lethal. Those dice that you get for, what's it called? The Strands
Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate. Very, very handy there.
And then gonna come in to the command squad.
Command squad, platoon command squad has been sighted. That's 8. Oh dear. Not good those there. The Wraith Knight, you're going to charge?
Sure.
Why not? You can still shoot your Titanic, so...
I'll go right in front of me.
Go right in front there. So I'm going to lift this model up to here, and it's going to go right to there. I suppose you declare the charge...
Yeah, into 2 of them.
Into 2 of them.
Do you want to heroically intervene with the Commissar?
I will.
Okay.
And I will do with the Commander as well. Desperate times call for desperate measures. He's going to go inside there as well.
Okay.
Into the charge phase. So we're going straight on to the close combat action now. 5 attacks. You'll suppose these are going to be stomp attacks. So who are you going to declare your attacks to?
So I'm going to put 2 of them into the command squad.
Okay.
I will put 2 of them into the Warlord with the Power Fist, and 1 of them into the company command or platoon commander there.
Platoon commander. Okay. Right.
So the 2 command squad.
Both missed. Okay.
The Warlord.
Warlord. 1 has missed.
Bailtan, 1 of
Bailtan.
those.
He just has a grudge here against the commander.
1 goes through.
1 goes through. A big dice moment here. 5+ invulnerable save for a refractor field. And that saves on a roll of a 5. The commander lives.
Okay.
Next up
And
is
hits.
hits. That's a cock die. I'll allow you to re-roll that. So
Wounds
2.
the platoon commander.
Platoon commander. He also has a 5+ refractor field save. No. And the
2
damage
damage.
is 2 damage. He's still alive on 1 wound remaining. Guard. How many attacks will you get? So there's 9
total.
attacks. So 9 attacks in total.
On 3s.
These will be hitting on 3s.
Bailtan, 1 of those.
Strength.
6 or 5. Strength is 5, so
Strength
3s.
5, so 3s to wound. Okay.
6.
6 at 5+. No AP.
Nope.
So that is 4 dead. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then we'll get to do our 3-inch movement
Wraith Lord.
in a minute. The Wraith Lord, oh dear. How many attacks will he get?
We will sweep. So I will get 8 attacks.
8 attacks. 8 attacks! Nasty. Hitting on 3s. Strength. Strength must be quite high.
7.
2s to wound. AP minus. Going up and down the codex.
2.
Yep, they're killed.
2 damage.
Just cut to pieces. The platoon commander squad has been destroyed. The commander has a base of 4 attacks.
Yep.
And it's -1 because it's a power fist. Hitting on 4s. Only 2 hits.
5
Strength
to wound.
is 6. 5 to wound. Wow. Okay. AP -3.
No,
And
take
that's 3.
2 off.
2
I think
off.
you. Yep.
Yep, so down to 19.
No, it's 12.
Oh, 12, so down to 10.
Yep. You
Okay.
bracketed him
I've
now.
bracketed you now.
Your
Okay.
Lord Commissar gets 4 attacks.
Lord Commissar. Attack! Hitting on 2s. All hit.
6s.
6s. Nothing. Okay. Next up is the platoon commander.
Power sword.
Power sword.
3 attacks.
3 attacks, hitting on 3s. No wounds there. And the 2 guardsmen.
Yep.
These are just hitting on 4s. And it's missed.
Okay.
Okay. No damage. But
So
except for the commanders did well.
Separately, we have Zach Butler.
Yep.
And David Iveson.
David Iveson. So David Iveson missed. Zach Butler missed. And the other remaining white shields, 3 of them, hitting on 5s. No. And that's the end of close combat there. Morale. Morale is just going to be a flat leadership of 8. So
Fail.
fail, execute 1, roll again, 3. Still failed because they're white shields.
So another one runs and you got 3 of them left.
And 3 of them left, 1s and 2s. Another 2 have fled.
Okay. Which one of your 2 Patreons do you want to remain?
I will let the dice decide because I like all of my patrons.
1 through 3?
1 to 3, it's Zach Butler. And 4, 5, and a 6, it'll be David Iveson. I will let the dice decide. I respect all patrons that support the channel, no matter what tier. 1. Oh, it's David! David Iveson has fled the scene, but he does live to fight another day. He does live to fight another day. So only 1 white shield remains in close combat. So that is the end of the turn for the Eldari. We're going to go straight on to a new battle round. It's battle round 4, turn 4 for the forces of the 18th Cadian Army Group. The Wyvern, 4+ this time.
5+.
Oh, it's 5 pluses.
Yep.
Does not turn up. The command tank does come back on. The Chimera veterans, 1 comes back. The Punisher does come back. The Lehman Russ battle tank does not come back. The Demolisher does come back. The command tank, this will represent another regiment sent in as reinforcements. No! It is not to be, but several tanks are coming on. The flanks here are against the Eldari as we press forward our attack. Beginning of the command phase, turn 4, we get a CP back, and then Strands of Fate rolls for the Eldar. Ooh. 1, 2 2s, a 4, a 3, and a 5. Which one do you want to re-roll? The 4.
I'll just take that one off.
Okay, he's going to take that one off and keep them. Okay.
Yep.
That's the conclusion there at the beginning of the battle round. And of course, regaining command point for the Astra Militarum. That's the end of the command phase for the Astra Militarum as we go on to movement phase, turn 4 for the 18th Cadian Army Group. Right, end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 4. The reinforcements have arrived. The other regiment, led by Anonymous, regimental commander, has issued the order to reinforce the front line. So the units have successfully started to flank the Eldar forces over here, and in support are 2 more vehicles, a Demolisher, again another Lehman Russ Demolisher, and furthermore another unit of veterans has decided to come back to the fight and see and secure this objective here. We must repulse these frontal units here. They must be destroyed. If they survive, they will get objectives secured with their psychic powers and they will achieve that objective. It is all about this objective here. As we go on to the psychic phase on turn 4 for the Astra Militarum. I'm going to cast Smite with 1d6 because he is an astropath, so I need a 5+. No, so that's it. That goes off, and the good thing about it, even if I roll a 1, it never perils. You don't peril. So that's the advantage there. So that's the end of the psychic phase. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase and orders. Turn 4. Right, unusual here, but we must do this in order to keep the Warlord alive. We are going to do move, 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 to this infantry squad, and then on the 4+, he can issue a free order to the platoon commander. Yes. So what happens is I'm going to move, their movement phase plus D6. So they will go inside the bastion, just like that. The platoon commander will do the same. Yes, so that is 9-inch move.
You just put him
for
up
the
top.
platoon commander, and he will go on top here, and he will order himself to move, which is on a roll of a 5. The regimental commander is still alive inside the bastion. And the good news is that we are protected by the bastion, so there is some hope to keep this command party alive. However, these two cannot be ordered by regimental command, so they must press forward their advantage or just die trying. Right, the other orders here, we're going to do take aim with the veterans as they disembark from the deployment zone, which is just here, not from the vehicle, so we are allowed to do that. And it just represents the fact that the Chimera has just disembarked the infantry coming out there. And furthermore, the company commander has issued an order to them, forwards for the Emperor. We must secure this objective, and it's befitting for the narrative. We've got to do this for the Emperor. He's issued an order to himself to get back into the fight. And over here, we're going to do pound them to dust order. With the... Actually, do you know what I'm really tempted to do?
Strike and Shroud.
Smoke and Shroud, because I don't want that tank to be destroyed. So Smoke and Shroud has been
Put
ordered
it
on the Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's more
and you're
protection.
You're in the trees.
I'm in the trees, so it's going to be a -1 anyway. Punisher Gatling Cannon is going to shoot into the Dire Avengers. The 2 multi-melters and the las cannon are going to shoot into the Wraith Guard. 4 multi-melter shots. There's 2 multi-melters on the sponsons hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 8.
One was a 6, so it automatically goes through.
1 goes automatically, comes through. And a 3 to wound. Yes, so 2 saves.
They cut right through.
Cut right through. So D6 damage. Only 1 damage. 5 -1. It just kills 1. Just like that. Okay, next up is the las cannon, which misses. Okay, now the Punisher Gatling Cannon into return the turret, and then
40 shots.
40 shots hitting on 4s. Take that back. Hitting on 5s because of the cover. 20 shots hitting on 5s. That's 2 automatic wounds. And only another hit. That's a wound because it's strength 5, toughness 3. Saved, armor holds, rinse and repeat again. Don't tell me these Dire Avengers will survive a Gatling gun fire with 40 shots. So that there is another 4 automatic wounds, 5s to hit. And that's 5 wounds in total. AP -0. And only 1 dice. Can you use a command reroll?
Nope.
No?
Take one out.
Okay, so one of the Dire Avengers has been removed as a casualty. The command vehicle, activating smoke, which we'll put on in just a second. Actually, Ray's passing it over. So we're going to fire the heavy bolters to finish off the Dire Avengers. And then we've got an Agura array as well, so we can re-roll these as well. And the heavy bolter is going to go to the Dire Avengers. The las cannon is going to go into the Wraith Lord. The battle cannon is going to shoot into the Wraith Guard. And that's it. So that's the shooting sequence there for the commander. Battle cannon. 2d6 shots, moved less than half. 8 shots here.
Before you go.
Oh, what's going on? Lightning fast reactions. Yes, I thought he would do that. So it's going to be a minus to hit rolls. So it is a tank commander hitting on 4s. So 1 is a hit. So sorry, 1 is an automatic hit. Automatic wound.
Yep.
And the other 3, so 3 is to wound. That is really good news, because that's 4 saves of AP -2. Okay, D3 damage. The 3 have come through. First one is the fall 2. Dead. Next one is, that's a cock die, I'll re-roll that. That's a fall 2. And that's going to be dead. So and that's it. Left. 1 left. Okay. Now the heavy bolter into the Dire Avengers. So 2 heavy bolters, sponsons hitting on 3s. So that's 2 automatic wounds, and 3 have hit their mark, and another 2. So there's 4 saves of AP -1 into the Dire Avengers. So another one has been killed. Next is the las cannon into the Wraith Lord, hitting on a 3. Hits its mark. And it does wound at AP -3. No.
Nope.
Do you have an invuln save? On it doesn't have an invuln. Okay, so D6 damage -1. 5 damage. Ugh. 5 damage on the Wraith Lord. The commander has ambushed the Wraith Lord. This veteran squad is going to fire just its las guns and shoot into the Wraith Lord. So we're going to see how many shots there will be. So we have 6 shots, not quite in rapid fire, hitting on 3s. So 1 has wounded automatically. And take aim has been ordered. Rerolling 1s. They've all hit their mark. 6. Oh, 3 wounds. 3 saves of 3+ save. So
and I forgot fortune earlier for the 5 wounds I took.
Yep, the 5 wounds you took. And no,
none.
It's a true ambush. Being hit behind by a battle cannon round. Ouch. So next up is the infantry squad here, and we will shoot into. I'm going to do grenade launch into him. The rest of the remaining firepower is going to go into him.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do the heavy bolter. With now, did I? Which was
no?
the
You
order?
did forward for the Emperor.
I did forward for the Emperor for them. Okay, so heavy bolter is hit, even though it's -1. That is not a wound there. And then next up we have a grenade launcher, solid shot hitting into the Wraith Guard. No. Okay, so next up is a rapid fire. 15 shots hitting on 4s. Wow, this is just ridiculous. That's 5. That's a miss, by the way, one of those dice. 5 automatic wounds. And no wounds there, so 5 automatic saves. Okay, now fortune. No, it's down to 2 wounds remaining. Lasgun fire, very, very nasty stuff. I actually, that counts as, did you do that one as well?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all counted and present accounted for. So we'll do the commander with the bolt pistol. 3 to hit. It does hit. 6 is to wound. No. We'll do the platoon commander. He'll fire a las pistol shot into there. He hits. And he does not wound. Commissar, bolt pistol into the Wraith Guard. Missed. He needs a 3. White Shield cannot shoot. He's not been ordered to get back in the fight. He is a coward. Who is that? Jacques Boulet. Zach Butler. So next up,
Chimera and
yeah.
Tanks.
Okay, so D6 auto hits. So I'm going to do the multi-laser into him because his toughness 6. There's more potential wounding. But then the rest of the remaining firepower from the heavy flame I was going to shoot into the Wraith Guard. So the Wraith Lord, actually. So D6 auto hits, just the 1, unfortunately. No wound there. Now the multi-laser. Does 2 hits. 2 wounds at no AP. Saved.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. Next up is the Demolisher tank. Lean Rust Demolisher. Going to fire the 2 sponsored multi-melters into the Wraith Guard. Fire the Demolisher Cannon, primary weapon, into the Wraith Lord. And then the las cannon as well will fire into the Wraith Lord. So, here we go. 4 multi-melter shots, hitting on 5s with the foliage. And he's missed! Next up is the Demolisher Cannon. Actually, I'm going to do the las cannon.
Yep.
We'll do the las cannon. He misses. Oh dear, this is not a good start here. Come on, maintain discipline. 2d6 shots. Okay, 8 shots. That's pretty good. Now we will be needing 4s.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, 6s is good. That's 2 wounds. 3s to wound. That's another 2 wounds. That's
4 6s to live.
That's 3d6 damage minus 3. So that there is going to be 6.
1, 2, 3.
That's going to be 5.
5, 6.
6. So
Miracle. Nope.
A Vanity attempt. Does it detonate?
They don't.
They don't. They just slump to the ground. That's the Wraith Lord gone. This Leon Russ battle tank stood still. It's going to shoot everything into the Wraith Guard. So hitting on with the heavy bolter. Hitting on 4s. Yes, actually there's -1 because you're going through foliage. So only 1 hit. Actually there's another 1 there. I'll reroll that. So only 1 hit. It does wound though. AP -1. It's only going to do 1 damage. Saved. Next up is the las cannon. Does hit. It does not wound. Do I have a CP left?
Yes.
It's important. I must do this. Command reroll. 3 up. I do. AP minus.
I get a command point.
And he gets a command point as well and a roll of a 6. Well done.
And I need a 6 to save. This was the last cannon, right?
Las cannon.
Nope.
D6 damage. For the Emperor. 4.
Becomes
3. Fortune.
No, that was lightning fast.
No, lightning fast reactions.
Not fast enough.
Not fast enough. Mission accomplished there. So we are holding this objective still.
Yep.
So next up we have another Leman Russ, of which I am going to concentrate all the firepower and do as much damage as I can to over there.
Okay.
Against that Wraith Knight. But we'll do this on camera. 2d6 shots. Oh!
Patrick.
Patrick.
No, Joseph Darling.
Joseph Darling. He is the major.
Oh, that turret doesn't turn.
Yeah.
Someone.
He is part of the 8th Cadian. He is a fellow comrade.
Someone
A loyal
is looking
Cadian.
for a medal.
Yes.
That's a pretty good medal if you take down a super heavy.
Send me an email if you think you've won the medal and have met the criteria. So, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. These are automatic wounds. I reroll 1s. That's not that good, to be honest with you. Okay. So that's 4 hits in total, but 2 have wounded automatically. Nothing.
But
So
I do
just
get
2 saves. AP
No.
minus 2, 2d3 damage. And that there is going to be 3 total. Next up is the heavy bolters. May as well keep this going. For the glory of the Emperor. Here we go. 1 automatic wound. Rerolling 1s. 5s. Oh! Wow. Okay, so that's AP minus 1.
1 goes through.
1 goes through.
Down to 6.
Down to 6. Now the las cannon. It won't kill it. 4 up. 5 is a hit. 5 is a wound. AP minus 3. 5 up in Van. Ah! Defied! Ah! Dear me. Next up is the Bastion.
Just the automated defenses.
Just the automated defences. So the Bastion, maximum firepower. We are going to have to shoot at... Oh, a nice juicy target. So what we'll do is split the heavy bolters, 2 of them into him, and then, or her, or whatever Xenos it is, and then I'm going to do 2 more heavy bolters into the Dire Avengers. So I'm going to fire 6 heavy bolter shots into the Dire Avengers first. So that is 4 hits. It's not regiment keyword. It's automated defense system. That is 4 wounds at AP -1 plus 1. Just 2 damage a time. So
no, the Exarch has 1 wound left.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yep. 1 wound left.
1 wound left because I've got 3 wounds now. Next up is rinse and repeat, but this time it's going to go into the Psyker there. 4s. 3s. 1 wound. Not going to be enough to kill.
Nope, 2 damage.
Okay.
2 left.
2 damage, 2 left. And that is it. So that's quite interesting. Mission accomplished here. Now the Eldari will need to get closer to this objective. If they don't reach this objective on time, the Imperial Guard will claim victory. So we shall see what will happen on turn 4 for the forces of the Eldari. 2 command points, back up to 3 for the Eldar. Right, it is the end of the movement phase. Significant movement has taken place. So Ray, tell us behind the narrative and what's happened in this particular scenario.
So the Eldar have got enough moving on there. So because the Spirit Seer lived, she was able to push on and move, just a normal move, start doing the action. Shining Spears were able to push forward in order to help claim that objective, which with some firepower lent in, they should be able to clear out that squad of guardsmen there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the turn, the action will go off.
Yeah.
The rest of the Eldar forces here have begun falling back to desperately protect this for 1 more turn, because at the end of next turn, the portal opens and everything back here will escape.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. I think the Eldar have done it, but at a great cost, however, but especially to the Astra Militarum. Their frontal units, especially with their vehicles and infantry, taken considerable damage. So, to conclude, the mission has not been achieved by the 18th Cadian Army Group, but they have put on a heroic fight with their new doctrine, and the Eldar will respect them for their training. They have fought gallantly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of narrative imagination as to what would happen when the models will start moving into their appropriate positions in anticipation for the next turn. Right, we have concluded what would have happened near the end of the game. Yes, reinforcements will be turning up. A new regiment to reinforce the front line has been ordered by the High Command. The Colonel is still alive. He is wounded. He will be patched up by the medic later on. Commander Matthews is inside the Bastion, but his reinforcements have turned up. However, the Eldar have escaped from the clutches of death. Ray, tell us a bit more of the narrative.
So, after a desperate fight to claim the 2nd activation rune, the portal was primed. The Eldar began falling back. Illyrith and Domni and the Autarch gave an order for a general retreat. These forces right here will remain. And with a flash, everything from here back will disappear into the webway to fight another day, at the sacrifice of many of their comrades up here, as they remain to be shot to pieces by the never-ending onslaught of the Astra Militarum. The 18th have taken the field, but the Eldar have taken the day.
Yes. So that concludes this epic scenario here the customised mission special battle report on the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel. We'll conclude this fight and we'll do units of the game. Honourable mentions for units of the game. The standard Leman Russ battle tanks did pretty well with their fire support. However, the units of the game are the brave soldiers that fought at the front line with the humble lasgun. Discipline has been restored to the Astra Militarum, even though they have not received their new codex from the High Lords of Terror just yet. So, using the initiative, the guardsman, the humble guardsman, with his lasgun, has done considerable damage to the Eldar army in this particular fight. Be feared the lasgun. So laser beams coming in hot. So that concludes this epic onslaught mission, customised mission. Big thank you to Ray Cross for coming down, for participating on the channel. Do check out his previous games with Luke on Luke's channel as well, on the Striking Scorpion 82 channel as well. An honour it is, and a fellow Patreon, a super Patreon. Cadia stands for the Emperor. We salute Ray for his support on the channel. Special thank you to all the patrons that are supporting me right now. If you want to get involved on the Patreon page and on YouTube membership, do head over to patreon.com/JBWargamer87 and be a part of the Astra Militarum or that of the Ultramarines.
There's plenty more Leman Russes in the box
Plenty
back there.
more.
Lots of guardsmen, so just waiting for you to join up.
Yep, and who knows what the future may bring forth here. But the 18th, be a part of the narrative. Once you're a Patreon and once you are a YouTube member, you're part of the narrative. You are part of the army group, and Cadia will salute you. So, thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.